welcome to the stream. What a heck of a day today already, everybody. I've been working super hard behind the scenes, and we're going to sneak in some giveaways today before it officially starts, which is actually tomorrow. But I'm going to sneak in some giveaways for all of you, so make sure to be lurking in the chat. Be ready to go. I got tons of giveaways to give away all next month. But today, we got one more day till that all starts up. But I do have a few giveaways that I'm so behind on that I do need to give away, or I'm going to get in trouble with my buddies over there at Captain.tv, who I've got some Stream Raiders avatars or their skins to give away today. So for all my Stream Raiders peeps, we're going to do a bunch of battles today. Lunch break is over and just missing stream. Don't worry, break some stuff. Have a good stream today. Thank you so much, man. Hey, make sure to take care of that IRL first, bro. Take care of that IRL first. I don't want you to lose your job over watching my stream, all right? You can always watch it back later on VOD or on YouTube as well. I do put every single stream up there, and it is a giant undertaking. It is absolutely. So one of the cool things that happened today, first, I heard from some members who said, hey, Kismet, guess what? I'm going to be coming in and joining you in New World, so that's good. I got a bunch of whispers about that, as well as I just earlier I saw that Coffee Stain was on. I love Satisfactory, one of my favorite games of all time. So I jumped over there and they were doing community highlights, and I just missed it. And then someone had said on my Discord, Kismet, did you know they highlighted your production board that you and your team did on Satisfactory? And I'm like, no way. And I went in there and they did. I went in there and got a clip of it, so I'll show that here in just a moment of them talking about our production board. We're famous, everybody. Look at you guys. You guys are kicking butt out there. Kicking butt. And then we'll go in-game and see how our factory board is doing and how our factory is doing. Now, remember, our server runs 24/7. It's a Nitrado mega server. That means it is robust. It is awesome. We have tons of people on there playing together. Again, it runs 24/7. I just want to see what you guys do with it. I want to see what you guys build up and get crazy on it. My job, I just work the main base. I come up with ideas like the production board and things like that, ways of organizing it. And the thing I love about Satisfactory is even when I'm not playing it, I'm thinking about it. Like I was thinking about, wait a minute, I could move the production things in front of each of the boxes. So as you went and looked at the boxes, you could see which elements were actually done. So really you could use one sign that says, look, this is what it is. And then these are its status, right? So you could, what's known as iterate, right? When you have a great idea, you should always never kind of stop with that great idea. You should iterate it. You know what happens when you iterate on great ideas? Things like this happen. Yeah, like the iPhone and things like, electric cars and things like that. You keep iterating on those ideas and keep making it better and better and better, just like they keep doing in Satisfactory itself. They just keep making that game better. I mean, it was already an 11 out of 10. I had nowhere else to go. It's the only game I've ever given an 11 out of 10 to, even over Fallout, everybody. I know, right? You're like, kidding me. Whoa, wait a minute. Now you're talking blasphemy up in here. now you're going over the edge on it now. But yeah, it is like, hey Kismet, what game would you like us to make? And I'm like, Satisfactory. What would be your ultimate game that you would love to play and have played for hundreds of hours? Satisfactory, absolutely. And I on purpose don't play it 24/7 because I don't want to get burned out. That's how much I love it. It's like a fine wine. It's like a good steak. You don't just wolf it down, everybody. You take your time and enjoy every delectable bite that is Satisfactory. You know what I mean, all you peeps out there who are foodies or who are into that one thing that you don't want to just, make happen too fast. You want to take your time, take it slow. So yeah, I was watching their dev stream, and I just happened to catch it because I got up a little bit early today, and I thought, oh, cool, Coffee Stain's done, and they were talking about FICS. FICS is coming tomorrow, everybody. FICS is back, one of my favorite events, also in any game. FICS, where we go ahead, and imagine that in multiplayer, too. That's even going to be even more cool, where we unlock stuff every single day as we go through December as part of Satisfactory. Now, of course, I'm going to be doing a bunch of Fallout as well, but we will be still checking in on Fallout 76. We'll be checking in on our Satisfactory servers as well as we go along. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start by saying that you can already donate to St. Jude's. You can actually already donate it. For those of you who haven't seen it yet, go ahead and scroll down and take a look at all the fun things that are coming up this Saturday at 1 p.m. in the afternoon. I know I don't usually stream on Saturday, but once I start streaming this Saturday, I will be doing 16 streams in a row. Just like I did when I would raise funds for my mods. I would literally stream as much as possible, over 600 hours to raise funds to bring them to TwitchCon. So this year, what we're going to do is get on the Kismet Charity Love Train, and we are going to show some love to the kids out there. We're going to try to save some lives. We're going to try to raise $1,000 for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Now, to know that that link goes directly to them. It doesn't go to me. That is directly to them. Please use the proper link. Don't donate to me and say give it to them. I'm not going to do that. You go ahead and click that link. Give it directly to them. So that just makes it a lot easier. Now, you'll find that link directly down there. And of course, that will really kick in on December 4th, but you can get ahead of the game if you want to get your name in my Fallout 4 playthrough, if you want to name a settlement, be a founder of the settlement, or even if you're so crazy, you're like, Kismet, I love to give charity, I love to show some love out there, you can even call which faction I'm going to side with. And there's only one. There's only one person who can do it. Though that is a big donation, everybody. Remember, it all goes to charity, though. It all goes to the kids. So I love doing these kind of things. I appreciate them inviting me. Chad over there at Fallout for Hope said, Kismet, hey, we'd love to have you as part of it. And man, it's a lot of work, too. I've been working on it for months. It's a lot of work to get that all set up and to get it working. Of course, I don't want to just do it at bare minimum. I really want to, do it well. That's how I try to do everything here in the stream. I try to do everything at my best ability to do fun stuff and bring a lot of love to you guys as well. So can't wait to show you that clip. We'll see that here in a second. Again, let me say hello to everybody in chat. We'll get into it. Again, thank you, Break. No worries, man. You go ahead. Enjoy your rest of your lunch break and then the rest of your day. Hey, Kismet, I'm headed out to the doctor's. Uh-oh. Check out the billboards I placed near the space elevator. I will check it out, LOC. Now, LOC is someone else who plays on the server. Also, we had Octus who was coming in and playing with us as well. So we'll see how they're doing in there. And again, I just let them get free reign as long as they don't modify the main base, right? That's my little thing that I check on every week. And it gives me something to do as part of the crew because I literally can't play every day, all day, everybody. I got family, I got, streaming. And this doesn't seem like a job, but it is a job if you want to do it at the level that I like to do it. And that is when you're working with sponsors, and that's when you're running videos and you're putting every single video that you do, every single stream onto YouTube. It is a giant undertaking. And if you're over 50 like me, whose battery bar doesn't go to 100% anymore, everybody, that's the biggest problem with getting older, is that you just don't have as much energy as you did when you're in your 20s. In your 20s, man, I'd go 3 days without any sleep. I'd pay the price, though. I'd be sleeping over through the weekend. But I would go and go and go with not even thinking about it. But now you get older, you're like, oh. It's like, I got to lay down. Especially if you have medical issues like me. It still makes it even tougher. So, yeah, no problem. I will check it out. Definitely check out the billboards by the space elevator when we pop in there. So let's pop over and take a look at this video, a little clip from Coffee Stain themselves. Let's go. All right, let me get it up here. Now, this is Snut and Jace, who are the community managers. And this is the live stream from them. I snatched it off there. I grabbed a clip of it. I hope it's okay. I'm sure it's okay if I show my own stuff of them showing my stuff. Me showing them showing my stuff from my stream on their stream. I don't know. I'm sure it'll be fine. All right, here's what they had to say, everybody. Here we go.
But I love this planner thing they've made here. Truly utilizing all the signs here.
Yep. Number of deaths today. Holy shit.
I told you that people would find that funny.
But yeah, nicely done. If you can read this, you can read. Love it. Love it.
He got it. Watch.
The Patch Notes video.
It's from the Patch Notes video that I grabbed that from. A little homage to them.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here, but I just wanted to bring up this baseball card setup situation here.
It's a production board. This is what you do in production.
To see this, I hope they're using this for multiplayer and to have people keep track of what's going on, or maybe it's for stream, just keeping track of this is a state of things, because it gives you a pretty good overview what's going on in their save file.
This is true. Well, to answer their question, yes, we do use it in multiplayer. We do use it to track what's going on. Like over here, we've tracked whether we've built a factory for concrete. Then up here, did we run it to the base, which means did we run it to the container? So we'll have that available. Then did we overclock that particular one yet? And then what extractor tier each of it is. And this actually is an amazing way to communicate to people. I thought it up because I've been in production as a graphic designer for 30 years. And these kind of boards like this is exactly what we would use. Now, we used to use whiteboards back in the day, everybody. And we'd have little things where we would move it. It seems funny today, but that's how you did it back in those days. You would write, this is this project. And as it moved through different sections, you would know what was going on because you had thousands of projects going on at the same time. I mean, tons of them. And if you did not manage them, forget about it. Nothing would ever get done. So it's very much like this. So this way, everybody can glance at this board and just know, boom, that's what's going on. So thanks to Coffee Stain for highlighting our awesome board. And if you guys want to see it in action, let's jump on the server. Now, I just did restart the server, or at least I was trying to restart the server. And by the way, the server resets itself every single day around 7:30, 8 o'clock. So that it can check for updates. So here we are. What the heck? That's not it. That's the wrong. I went to a previous game. That was fail, everybody. I didn't go to the server. I went to a previous game I was in. That made my brain hurt. All right, let's go. Let's go to the actual server as opposed to a single player save game. So let's see what they've done in there. Now, we actually started in another area in the desert where we were building out each thing. And I'm trying to find better ways of working together in Satisfactory as opposed to people kind of overlapping each other or running into each other while they're... Oh, look at this. Look at this here. Oh, look at the board now. Yeah, nice. Nice. Look at that. It actually is successful because look, I can look at it and bam, I know exactly what's going on with it. Yeah, so now I know that each of those things have been done. They've been run to that thing and so on. Work together as a team, log out in the MAM area. Let's see, how many people actually logged out in the MAM? One person. Well, hey, 1 out of 4 isn't bad, everybody. 1 out of 4, that's 1/4 at least. But yeah, I think this is one of my favorite new things they've added to the game. It's a great way for us to communicate as players. And they've overclocked all of those. Why do I find that highly unlikely? They've overclocked every single one of those. I don't know. There we go. Started help is okay. So we got Cafty in now. We got H-Town coming in, working on aluminum and power. LOC is resting. Octus is working on plastic, rubber, and fuel, and I'm working on the main base. And look, they've extended the base and added all of the other things that they've done as well. Oh, I love that. I was going to make another board on the other side and do that. I think I'll probably do that. I'll probably move that part to the other side for the more advanced items as well. So yeah, fantastic. So again, if you had your name on the board, guess what? You got highlighted as well as part of that because they saw your name on the side there. So feel free to come and join us, everybody. Remember, this is open to everybody to come in and join. That's why I work so hard, everybody, to get awesome sponsors and to partner with great peeps like Nitrado who do sponsor the stream for our awesome server. Of course, if you want to get your own server, I could highly not recommend anyone more highly than Nitrado. They are incredibly great. They've supported the stream all these years and incredibly great server host. Whenever I have an issue, anything that I need to like custom configure the server or whatever, like Kismet, we got your back. And those are the type of people I like to work with. I like to work with people who are great at what they do because I like to be great at what I do, right? I do the best at what I can do, and I like to work with people who are the best at what they do. That makes you only that much better. So there you go. So yeah, fantastic job. So I'm super excited to go look here. Now again, we have our all of our stuff labeled here. And this is how I know that it is run to the thing is when I look. Oh, hello. Oh, there we go. A little lag. When I look in the box and I see that it's actually filled, that means I know that stuff's been. Oh my goodness, they have been busy. Look at that. Look at those. Now you got to remember, everybody. These are like 4 or 5 boxes high. So now the real trick is you look at the box underneath it. Now, remember, our server, we're using the most important thing that you can use on our server, and that is the factor of time. Time is very, very important when you are working both in real life and in game. In the case of the game, I have the server where it never stops running, so it runs 24/7. So if you have what's known as perpetual power or optimal power, you can let that power run even when no one's on the server. It will still continue to make items. So by the time you come in, guess what? But boom, you got tons and tons of items that you can use now. Especially when you have 4 or 5 people in there and you're all kind of fighting to get that concrete or fighting to get those items at the very beginning. And again, I'm a little tempted of making the board like this, which is kind of great, though, to see it all in one spot, but also to put it over by the side here so you could actually see it on the actual output. And there we go. So let's keep checking. Again, all I want to see is that top box is full. And that means I know it's being run from the bottom box upwards. Right to there. Looking good. Oh, and we got it. Oh, look, we're building something up. Oh, don't build the trains up above. No, don't build them there. Don't build them there. They're going to be way up. That's okay. We'll let them start doing trains there. We're going to build them all the way up at the top. That's one of the things I was going to work on today. Let's see. Kismet. If the train station is on the wrong... Look at that. LOC already called it. It's on the wrong level. Let me know. I will fix it later. Thanks, LOC. You called it, bro. You called it. That's 1,000 kiss cats for the chat for calling it right there. Let's see some GGs in the chat, everybody. That is very, very good. I knew he was going to call it. You can get Phase 4 ready to launch. Do not launch Phase 4. Why are we not launching Phase 4 for some reason? That was totally GG. He called it before I did. Oh, yes. Phase 4 here. Yes. Don't. Wow, they're already on Employee of the Planet. So that means they've already unlocked pretty much all of the tiers except for the last one. And I did mention to not launch it so I can launch it on stream. So yeah, again, yeah, it's going to be up higher. But that's okay. We'll rock it. And thanks for not building too close to the base. Look at this. They've done a great job of not building it right up on the base. And I see they've built out the copper over here. They built it up on that higher level. And this is the stuff I was working on last time, which was our iron and whatnot. And I was kind of building it in that direction. Oh, it's still over there. Yeah, and this is our copper over here. And they're building it up at that higher level. We still got those. Probably take those out now. Actually, let's take a look at our power grid. How's our... Oh, holy mackerel. 16,000 power. That means they've got that oil and potentially nuclear power going. So let's see. We will see. Again, that's what's so great about working in multiplayer, everybody, is that... Oh, there's some hypertubes, too, that are going up there. Cool stuff. Or, I mean, feed lines and hypertubes. Oh, there's no hypertube there. That's just a feed line. Oh, look out. Paul coming in with that 12 months. You got your wings, Paul. You unlocked your brand new sub badge. Congrats on the 12 months. And thank you so much for that 12 months support. Let's show them lots of love in the chat, everybody. Now, again, I will be doing some giveaways today. So before I get too deep into Satisfactory, because you know how easily I get distracted and I forget to do some battles. Let's go ahead and do some battles real quick, and then we'll come back. To battle! All right, and I apologize for slacking so much on this particular event, but I don't feel that bad because I've been doing literally hundreds and hundreds of hours of battles here on the stream. So I've been slacking, but I'm going to get you guys some battles. Now, here's the cool thing, everybody. I'm going to be streaming 16 days in a row. And all day, starting at 1 p.m., all day long, and of course with breaks in between there. But I'm going to be doing battles, so I might go into battle mode sometimes while I'm taking a break, and then come back and do more streaming. So we're going to do a lot to raise funds for St. Jude's. Now, I'll give you guys a quick little preview of my St. Jude's overlay. Let's do it. Boom, right over here. All right, so we're going to be raising funds, $1,000 for St. Jude Children's Hospital. Fallout for Hope coming tomorrow. Old Lang Syne, everybody. So get ready. Now, again, I have hundreds of giveaways to give away. I'm not kidding. Hundreds of giveaways, including several $100 gift cards to Bethesda gear. We go grab you some awesome gear over there. That is going to start tomorrow, so give you guys a little tour. But here's what you can do. Let me go back to Stream Raiders. To battle! You can go down, right down below there. There are some donations down there. You can already start to donate if you want to get your name in game, if you want to show some love to others this year. Remember, it all goes to charity, goes directly to them. Make sure to use that direct link down there via Tiltify, and it will go directly to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. All right? So again, give you a little tour of that, or a little preview of that. And then let's go ahead and do a battle. Let's see. Where do we want to go here? Oh, there's a double chest right there. We got double chest there, double chest here. A little high, a little low. I think one helps another, right? Oh, the Beast Folk won, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay. Look at this. Look at all these routes coming out of that one. Kind of feel like this low side. And then, boom, boom. Yeah, right here. Path of least resistance, it looks like. Let's get you guys maximum loot today. All right, what are we doing? Oh, yeah, I forgot. I'm almost done with my level 30 here. Which one is the closest? I think my Berserker is almost there. Let's put, yes, I'm 109 and 150. I'm getting there. Now, if you've never seen this game, everybody, this little side game we play, it's called Stream Raiders. Really fun, totally free. You can come in and join me via the link in the chat. You can find me or Captain Kismet. You can get your guys all built up by collecting scrolls and, of course, getting gold as we play through. You can do quests in here as well. You can see I just got some Paladin scrolls from finishing that particular quest. And then, of course, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the ultimate, which is have 15 level 30s. I'm almost there. I've got just to get my Berserker there or one of these other ones. I say I got my Bomber at 29 as well. We'll see which one gets there first. But for right now, we're going to come back to this in about 28 minutes. Oh, there we go. Reaper already putting his units down. Go ahead and start putting your units down. You want to put down one every 5 minutes. The more you put down, the more loot I can get to give to you, right? It's based on how many people participate and how many units are placed down, all right? So even if you put down your basic units, remember those come up every 5 minutes or every 10 minutes, depending on whether they're a range unit or a melee unit. Just put down as many as you possibly can, and again, get you guys the most loot. Winning the battle, raising the bug. Okay, hide that. All right, we'll come back to that in a bit. Okay, let's take a peek behind us here. I see somebody built something right here. What's this? Oh, these are hyper tubes. All right, let's see. Motor Stator Factory. We got the box right, which is the blue crater. And then mountain and coal. I'm tempted to go ahead and use that. Right there. Now, what are these stacked up for? I don't know. Wow, look at all this stuff going all over the place down here. I like it. Let's go look down below because kind of my thing is the main base, right? I like to come up and work on the main base, and that's why I made that production board so that when I'm not online, other people can be working away on the different parts of the factory. And big love to them. And you can see back here, I've got them all labeled in the back. And you can see them coming down, running in there. There we go. Oh, what's up with our quick wire here? Oh, I don't see our quick wire's not tied in there. Oh, look at this one's coming from underneath. Oh, love that. Oh, is this full? Oh, not yet, apparently. Because if it's full at the bottom, then you know that every box above that is also full. Because it's feeding upwards, not downwards. So as it feeds upwards, it's going to start to backlog, and then you literally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes full of that particular element, like that. That's a lot. That's a lot of that stuff. So yeah, they did. Don't have our crystal oscillators yet. And I can just look based on how many things are fed in here. And you can see that we have a bunch more boxes to expand later on. Now you're like, Kismet, why do you run the boxes to the center? Well, the first thing about this game is that you are making elements for you to make more stuff. So if you don't have at least some of, what the heck was that? If you don't have some of the components running to where you need them, then it won't help you in the long run. You have to run out every single time to wherever your factory is to get it. Then it's much more difficult. What you want to do is you want to pipe it all into a central storage for the players to use. Now, the secondary use of it, of course, is to use it to upgrade via the hub. But one of the things that you'll find in the hub is that you'll get to a certain area, a certain level. Oh, they're already on tier 8. You'll get to a certain level, which is right about tier 4 here, when you need to start doing stuff into the space elevator itself to unlock these other tiers, tier 4 and tier 5, via the space elevator, or I think it's tier 3 and 4, via the space, I can't remember which one it is now. But you start to unlock these via the space elevator, and you don't use the hub anymore. So eventually it becomes useless to actually have it for the hub. And then what you do is you transition into making items from all of these items that go into the space elevator over there. And then you launch it up into the space station. Now, of course, as any good employee would do, I'm representing my brand right here, the FICS brand. Really not my brand, but the brand of the corporate overlords who are the peeps who run, who you work for in this game in Satisfactory. And they brought up a great question on that stream, by the way. What's the story of FICS, and are they an evil mega corporation or whatnot? We'll find out one day when they put more story in the game. But there is a kind of a light story right now, and eventually we'll get to learn all the story behind it as well. But mainly it's about building factories right now, everybody, and learning the basics about extracting certain resources, converting those resources into things you need, like right here. You can see that we're running our concrete, we're running our rotors and everything. We have a massive backlog of them over here that we can use to build. So what else are we going to do? Let's go, let's take a look via the hypertubes here at the various different factory. Oh, and there's a hypertube that doesn't go anywhere. Well, I'm just tempted to try it. Let's go. I wanted it to shoot me out of there. Pew! Like a rocket. If you die, it's okay, everybody. You can always just reload, rerun back over there and grab your stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and run into here. And let's try this one on the right first. Mountain and coal. Let's go. Oh, and they are running it underneath. Yes! See, this is what I like to do, everybody. I call it hanging hypertubes, where you hang them underneath the base, and then they're not in your way when you're up there building. Oh, and I don't like this, though. See, the time in which you want to be first person is right now. And this is when they do third person, when you're in the hypertube. And I usually put the hypertubes on the top, or I have their own line, so you're not staring at all of that. Oh, and there we are. Oh, it's like a... Oh, they made a hyper... Let's call it a hyper launcher, everybody, where you put a bunch of these, and then it just super shoots you across. Use left room. Whoop! No. I turned myself back around again. So that's a bit of a problem. You get too close to it, it sucks you in there. All right. Top of the mountain. So this is base. And this is top of the mountain. And this is our coal plant down here. Looking nice, looking nice. Got our water pumped in. My last playthrough, everybody, I made 160 coal plants. It was awesome. I overclocked all the coal and did all of that. It was a lot of fun. So what it does is when you put a bunch of those ahead of there, it kind of hyper accelerates you. So when you get in the tube, you're going a lot faster. Now, as you go upward, though, you're going to start to slow down because it does take that in consideration as you go up into the hypertubes as well. Get a great view up here, though. Surprised I don't have any stuff for my chainsaw. Octus is in. What's up? Oh, he's talking to me. Hey, Octus. What's up?
Hi. Hi. I'm,
Did you see we got highlighted on Coffee Stain's stream today? Our production board?
I missed that.
Yeah, me too. I saw they were on. I didn't even realize they were going to highlight us. And then I logged on. I was watching their stream, and then somebody told me in my Discord that they had highlighted our production board. So very cool.
Okay.
Very cool. All right.
I built up a new power plant downstairs at the oil, if you want to see it.
Oh, absolutely. Right now, I'm just kind of taking a tour of the top part here, and then I'm going to go back and look at each section.
Yeah, have you taken the tube to the blue crater?
Nope, literally just logged in just a few minutes ago and was just talking a bit about how they highlighted us, and then I'm just looking around right now. But I will get to it. I'm just going in order right now. I'm looking up at the top of the mountain here at all the water extractors.
Okay.
Yes, and we got a bunch of backfill here as well. A bunch of water storage. Very nice. Now, first thing I see, I'm the type of person that the second I have an upgrade, I no longer use the lower end stuff. Like, see these Mark 1 things? You don't need to upgrade these, really, because you can just separate them and they'd be fine. But the second I get Mark 2s, I just only use Mark 2s. And then the same thing with those water things. The second I get the larger water thing, I only use the larger water thing. Same thing with belts. I only use the top belts. But very, very cool. Now, look, there's something else that's over here, too. Let's go see what this is all about. This looks like it's going to the oil, because I know the oil is on the other side, because I've built a bunch of bases over on that side as well. So, good thing. Yeah, see, and everybody saw your name, too, because your name was on that board. So, there you go. What up, AFK, or AFG,
I'm
brain?
trying to do what I can.
AFG Cowboy, thank you very much for that reminder to hydrate. Oh, my gosh, look at this cool, cool shot here. One of the things I love about Satisfactory, everybody. They're always like these mesas. You come up over and you go, whoa, cool. All right, nice. Let's do a little hydration there. Well hydrated now. All right, so yeah, we got our oil factories going down here. I see we've got our plastic going, rubber. Very nice. Looks all tapped into. We got these overclocked. These are not overclocked right now. One of the things you do want to overclock, again, my suggestions, is the crude oil. Now, why do you want to overclock it? Well, you overclock it because it's never going to get any better than what it is. And you're like, well, what do you mean, Kismet? Well, these are not based on levels, right? Like if you go look at your production, your extractor, your refinery, or your other stuff here, these do not have like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, where like the miners have Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3, where these do not. And so the extractors for like the water and for the oil will never be more than what they are unless you overclock them. And when you overclock your oil extractor, you actually get a benefit versus the cost of your power. So it's always a good idea to overclock your oil extractors and your miners as well. Now, water extractors, depends on the use case, but I would say no. On water extractors. I just make more water extractors in those cases. But oil extractors, absolutely, and miners, absolutely. Those are great things to overclock because you're just going to get more resources out of the same node, less infrastructure that you have to build. You just need to make your belts faster or your pipes faster, and then you're going to get more resource from the same node and not have to go seek out another node or make more infrastructure to do that. And again, that's all about time, right? Maximizing the amount of time, because that's your most important resource, because we've only got so much, right? We only got so many minutes in the day. Only so much you can do, as I know all too well. There's only one me, everybody. I can only do so much. Now, this is an interesting thing he's got going right here. I wonder why he has this. Maybe he's going to run this somewhere, or it's a back thing, or maybe a way to check those pipes.
That one is to show how much fuel that was in the system, but I have a few other fuel system that I have built up a bit away from here. It's over the water on the power line on the backside.
Oh, it's kind of like the backfill of how much you've got, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, what a brilliant idea. That's a very cool idea. Neato. Wow, that's a great idea.
The smaller one is pulsating a small bit, but when all of them is filled up to the maximum, the storage container is also filled to the brim and can't produce anything more.
Oh, it's like a full meter thing. Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
I just add another thing. Is what I would do. I'd add another factory machine just so to take care of that overfill. I always add an extra one, everybody. That's typically a lot of people build to the exact number. I always build an extra one because what happens is at some point you usually backlog, especially in the very beginning when you first start up the factory. You'll have a backlog of items because it starts to extract the items before you've actually finished making the items, and so that happens quite often. Yeah, I'm liking this. Nice job. Looks great. Look at it. Looks good, Mom. Looks good. That's where I was heading next. All right.
You gotta see it right around the corner.
This is the exact same place I built mine before. Right here, same thing too. Awesome.
Okay, this one is just from one pure overclocked oil, so nothing else.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
that is
66. Awesome. It's 66 oil, the fuel generators.
That is amazing. Let's see some GGs in the chat, everybody. This is an exact spot I built mine. Same thing, just build them down the line. One of the cool things is to stand in there and look down the line. Now these are all opposing and facing each other, but I usually have them where they're on both sides, and you stand there and it's like rows and rows and rows of them. It's just so awesome. This is nicely optimized though for space, where you have what's known as opposing. So you have ones that are back to back, and then you have ones that are facing each other, so you can share the pipe on both of them. Very, very efficient way of doing this. Now, the same thing when you're using constructors and things like that. When you back to back them like that, and then you use a feed line and then an exit line, it is incredibly more efficient, and especially space efficient when you're when you've only got limited space in that little spot. Though the game is huge, everybody. The game is absolutely massive. The map is massive. So all you have to do is build up higher, and then you can build as far as you want to go. I mean, factories for days. Look at this, everybody. Wow, there's a lot of refineries going as well. This is awesome. And there's a lot of pure nodes out here as well. That's one of the first things I noticed. I went and looked at the power right when I logged in. It was like 16,000. It's awesome. Awesome stuff. Very, very nice. Oh, and he's using the blender, which is always fun, where you can use your oil residue and your water and then produce fuel from that using, it's actually called alternate fuel, the diluted fuel. Very, very nice. Over here, same thing, using that alternate fuel. Now, one of the things you can do, everybody, is there's kind of two ways of...
Also, that will give us 60 per minute.
Absolutely. What you can do, everybody, there's two types of ways to play that I find. You can, if you have anything left over when you're producing stuff, and you will in the upper areas, you will have like water left over when you're doing aluminum. You'll have stuff left over. What you can do is you can refeed it back in the system, and you need to control it, because what will happen if it back feeds and it fills up with too much water, then the machinery will turn off. But if you feed it through just right and you control the speed at which it feeds and the speed at which it's being merged in with the water you're currently using, then it will be very efficiently use that water again. It'll recycle the water, basically. Or what you can do is what I do, and that's I package up the water and I run it into the awesome sink. That's the quick and dirty way of doing it, so you don't have to figure all the numbers and figure all the cycle. And what I do is I also find that if your power goes off, it screws that up. And then all you have to do is just go over there and flush the pipeline. You'll be fine. But yeah, there's two ways of doing it. So you can maximize the use of every single resource and refeed it back into the system, or you can dispose of it as this waste material. Same thing when you're doing like plastics and things like that. Over here you can see he's producing rubber and whatnot. You're going to have this heavy oil residue. Now the heavy oil residue, you can go ahead and just throw it in the awesome sink if you want. You'd have to package it and all of that. But you can also take the heavy oil residue and you can put it into another one. Let's see what he's doing with this heavy oil residue here. Yeah, he's feeding it over here into the blender. So you take your heavy oil residue, you feed it in the blender with some water, and then bam, it's also making fuel from the waste material from there. Now me, what I typically do with a heavy oil residue is I will run it into a production unit here, and what I'll do is I'll choose petroleum coke, because petroleum coke is also used elsewhere. But there's two types of things in this game, everybody. There's items and there's liquid, right? So liquid cannot go in the awesome sink, but items can. So you can take that heavy oil residue, make it petroleum coke, and then take that and run it right into the awesome sink. Now, of course, that gives you tickets to unlock things in the game, so it does serve a purpose. It's not like you're just throwing it away. But if you do want to optimize the use, then you do it the way he's doing it here, where you refeed it back into the system, which is great, especially when you're using plastics and rubber, and then also you're doing aluminum, and you're using that extra aluminum water. You can feed it back in the system, and then the residue, so you're just basically maximizing your waste material and reusing that waste material over there. So very, very cool. Something we've done before on the stream. You see me done it both ways. Very, very nicely done. Love all this in here. This is all looking great. Yeah, that is nice. Nice. All right, and he's using the big storages over here. Let's see how the big storage.
To pull down the old place and set up a conversion from the rubber to the plastic instead, so I can take care of the plastic from this one, the rubber. Excuse me.
All right, well, awesome. As long as it is the way you want it, then that's the best way to have it.
Yeah, I will check it out.
Awesome. So there's no really wrong way to play this game, everybody. You play it the way you want to play, right? You build your factory how you want, right? If you want to run spaghetti everywhere, go ahead. You don't want to run lines that are going like this, that, and the other thing. Hey, your game. You play it however. I'm not gonna call you out on it too much. Maybe a little, but not too much. If you want to do spaghetti, but building stuff beautifully like this. This is a really a beautiful way of building, where you're just totally optimized when it comes to your piping running, when it comes to the way you have your factory laid out, the way you put all of your factories that have to do with each other together. And this is a really fantastic spot right here, because you have oil and water together, where you can go ahead and maximize. And there's several pure nodes here, including there's more oil over that way. And I've come over here and I've tapped every single node over here. And there's more over that way too. There's even more over there, where you can just pipe every single bit of oil in there and then overclock it, and then you're building it at such an extreme level. It's awesome. But you always have the problem of power. So this is why you really, when you get to oil, you really want to scale up your power big time, because guess what? After you get to oil, you're going to be unlocking stuff, and then you're going to go back to your main factory, and you know what you're going to do over there? You're going to scale that up too. And then you're going to need that power when you scale up your factory back over there. So very, very cool. Liking that. Let's go ahead and run back. He needs a hypertube out here too. You have a hypertube over here in this second area, or no?
No, I haven't put that up yet.
I just checking before I ran back.
Yeah.
All right. That's not that hard to run back. I just hold down shift and he'll run. Or actually, she'll run, by the way. The main character is a female. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with having a female protagonist. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Get it going on. New world server you're on. I'm glad Ladybug, I'm giving Ladybug my unused mats. Okay, cool. There you go. Yeah, give her some mats over there. We do our crafting exchange every single week on Saturday, where we get our whole entire guild together and we just give everybody stuff. Now, I don't craft in New World, so I just collect stuff like crazy. And then I'm like, hey, you want this, item that's worth 600 gold? Here you go. I don't care. I just give away, hundreds and hundreds of golds worth of items to members. I'm not really doing the crafting, and the reason why is, as the leader, if I'm doing potions or if I'm doing weaponsmithing or whatever it is, then other people feel like they can't quite do that thing because everyone's going to try to come to me because I'm always on or I'm always the leader. But it's better when I don't. It's better when I let everybody be a specialist in what they want to do, and then also have a good amount of overlap. a little bit of overlap where people can, if you got one person on during the day and say, hey, I can make bags, and then the other person's on at nighttime saying, hey, I can make you bags, right? And so we can work together in that way. Where is that hyperdupe? It is right there. All right. I was getting distracted thinking about playing New World and on top of building some bases here. Whoop. Now, I get the question all the time, Kismet, how do you win this game? And that's one of the things I saw on their stream as well. You win it when you say you won it. That's when you win it. Now, there are a victory condition in the game. That's the thing we're working on right now, which is the launch of the final stuff in the space elevator, which is in theory you winning, right? You become the employee of the planet. Now, I've never launched it because I'm not in a hurry to finish the game. I like to take my time, especially in games that I absolutely love. This is an instant buy for me, everybody. This is an instant buy game. I don't think you will regret it. If you've ever played Factorio or any other game like that, where you're collecting resources, great example, 7 Days to Die, Ark, Rust, anything like that. This is definitely one you want to have in your library. And the second you log into this game, forget about it. You're going to be addicted. I hope you got a long weekend because you're going to be playing a lot. That's for sure. And again, this is the type of game I could play all day, every day. Absolutely. Absolutely without second thought. Because you're always in the middle of something. Like, oh, I want to go work on my oil, or I want to go work on this part of the factory, or that part of the factory. It's really, really enjoyable. And I feel like you get the most out of your cash. Again, I bought it on the Epic Game Store to show them some love. Oh, yeah, look, now I'm first person. Or at least I was for a second there. To show them some love. Oh, wait, I'm going the wrong way. Am I going back to the base? I am not. Now, you can actually turn back around. I was about to go right back up there again. You can turn back around in the hypertube by holding down W or S, depending on which direction you're currently facing, and it will put you back where you were. There you go. This way. Is this base? Which one was base? Top of mountain base. No, I was right. Okay, base. Go to base. All right, I wanted to make sure I was in the right hypertube. No, I wasn't in the right hypertube because that was going totally the wrong way. This is the correct way. And see, I love hanging hypertubes. It's my new favorite thing in the game. And I built this before in a previous playthrough where I had all the hypertubes underneath everything. It's a fantastic way of doing that because they're not in your way when you're building. And again, they also have hypertubes now that come up through the floor, if you saw that. Kind of floor-based hypertubes. Let's go. Blue Crater. Let's go check it out. It's got me in a spiral. Oh my god! Whoa, it built up. It built up speed. Did you see that? Faster and faster and faster. Hold on. We gotta go back and check that out again. Hold on. That was cool. It built up momentum and then launched me. They were actually just talking about that too earlier, where people were going in circles. You could troll people with the hypertubes in multiplayer, or you can send them in circles. There's like a particle accelerator or something.
Yep, exactly.
Exactly on the particle accelerator, or exactly on trolling people?
Both.
Yeah, that's cool. What a genius idea.
In the Blue Crater, I have even a faster one.
Oh god, it launched me that time. What's up, Fred?
Yeah, because you was in the wrong angle.
Yeah, that's fun. I love testing stuff out like that. That's a genius idea. That's a smart idea, everybody. That's fun. That's fun stuff. Let's get back up here to the top. I love that kind of stuff. See, this is another thing that's so great about this game, everybody. It's just people's ingenuity to come up and think of stuff that even the devs never thought of, right? Who come in and make all these special things that they never even thought of before. Like they probably weren't thinking when they put in hypertubes to make, like a particle accelerator there. Such a brilliant. These Christmas presents are kind of annoying, but still cool. Yeah, they accidentally activated the Christmas present things early. There's a bug in the game. They said they're going to come out with a patch for it. Now I'm on a server, so I don't know if it's a server thing why we're not getting the presents right now today. It might be because I haven't restarted the server yet.
Because the last time the server was restarted must be in today. Or
I just said that on stream. You're 20 seconds behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so that's the thing. Now I was watching their dev stream. Guess what? FICS coming tomorrow, December 1st. So check that out. I'm gonna go Blue Crater again. Let's go. Let's do the particle accelerator. That's cool, man. That is cool. I like that. So again, that's why I love to watch peeps come up with unique ideas and unique things. Man, you are really going fast there. Whoa. And I typically don't do stuff like that because I don't do like the multiple things. I kind of feel like it's a little cheating. I don't know. It's not really like how it's supposed to work, but it is fun to kind of test the limits of what's done. This is early access anyway, everybody. So you can test the limits of what you can do. I feel like the thing they should do is allow you to tune how fast the hypertubes go. So it's like, ride at your own risk kind of thing, right? You can turn it up to like 1800 PSI and shoot you out of there like a cannon and have your own ability to do it. Don't know how to open them? You don't know how to open what? Oh, how to open the Christmas presents? You don't open them. You actually use them as part of the event, which is going to start tomorrow. So just keep stocking them up, and you'll be just fine. Because they did say it's not going to be too much different from the last one, from the last FICS. Now, I want a FICS sweater. That's what I want, a real-life FICS sweater that I can wear around town. But I keep bugging them about it. I don't want to bug them too much on the stream. I did call them out a few times in the chat. But, hey, that's the kind of merch I would buy. I'd buy that in a second. I'd buy a FICS sweater or a FICS shirt, especially if it had, like, snow on it and whatnot. I might have to go design something and then send it to them. It has started. You already have the tree? Yes, it started if you are in Australia. If you are on December 1st. Which is some people in Australia right now is like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. So if you are on December 1st, which I'm not, I'm on the 30th. Because I'm here in the U.S. and it's only like 2 o'clock in the afternoon for us. So we don't get it till tomorrow. But for all you lucky Aussies out there and peeps from New Zealand, congrats, you get to check it out early. Awesome. Okay, so main base, that's where we came in. Let's take a peek around here before we go anywhere else. Ooh, mama, look at all this stuff running. Got box ride coming in and out of there. What do we got running here? Okay, we got a lot of aluminum running along there. And he's got it, what's known as mixed. I don't know, I just like ADD, everybody. I hate to run things mixed. But you can always sort it out on the end, right? It can run mixed because you're gonna need both things anyway, or all three things anyway. You're going to need your casings, you're going to need your aluminum, and you're going to need a bit of your silica here, which is what that white stack stuff is down the road, I'm sure, in the main factory. Aluminum is one of the few things, by the way, that I actually don't do at the node. Most of the time, I build factories at the node. And why do I do that? Because especially in the early game, when you're running a level 1 belt to run stuff clear across the map, guess what you're going to have to do later? Well, you're going to have to come back later and you're going to have to upgrade that thing. And then you know what you're going to have to do after that? Come back later and upgrade that thing again and upgrade the thing again and upgrade it again. So I rarely ever run a raw resource across the thing because otherwise I got to come back and upgrade the belts over and over again. Where I actually build it at the node and thus the end result that's running down here is the thing that I need, whether it's a whether it's a, what do you call it, a plate or rod or whatever that's running down that belt, at least it's less material, less time I have to take redoing all of those lines over and over again. Now, you're still going to end up redoing the line because it's going to, be going running slow from the beginning of the game. But it's a much less work toward the end. And that's why I typically wait until I do mega building like this, where you're doing a lot of high-speed stuff, until I get those level 5 belts, which are 780, right? This is as fast as you can go in the game, or you get to trains. Like this also would be really great on trains because now, or vehicles, vehicles have a throughput. So it tells you how quickly it's collecting that and bringing it back to the base. And is it going faster than an actual belt? I would seriously doubt it because belts at 780 are pretty fast and also very consistent, and they use no power. So even if your power went out, it would still feed whatever's left on your conveyor belt into your main box as well. So very, very awesome. Digging it. Now I'm not going to run down there. I get the general gist of that. Let's go ahead and see what we got in here. We've got, I love all the labels in here too. Aluminum plant and then something that hasn't been labeled yet. Let's go check the aluminum plant. That's why I'm not going to run down there. I'm going to let the Hypertube take me down there.
The other one is to the blue crater.
All right.
I forgot to pick up so I could set up a sign.
Oh, no worries. All right, and here we are, really rocking this. Look at this. Wow. We got this all in here beautifully. Look at the cross splitters and mergers there. Nice. We're making aluminum. I can tell it right off the bat. Now, some items, by the way, use alternate recipes. You got copper and aluminum ingot here, which is actually the standard recipe, I believe, right? You guys can correct me in the chat. There are other recipes as well. I typically use the standard recipes only because I'm streaming it. If I was, playing hardcore in the future, which I will, then I typically will use alternate recipes, which allow you to use other elements. And usually it's more efficient in the use of those elements as well, meaning it's using less resources to produce the same amount that you would with the normal one. That's why I use alternate recipes in the first place, to do that. Gold or Light, thank you very much for the follow. Let's go ahead and do a battle. We'll come right back. To battle! All right, now we're getting to start up here, everybody. Let's go ahead and boost you guys, run you in there, and let's see how we do. Let's do... to start, I have a tree. I'm in Denmark and unlocked at 11 a.m. today, which is Tuesday. Really? Check your ma'am. That's the standard. There is no other unlock. Well, that's funny because on their stream today, Jobson, they said that it doesn't start till tomorrow. The one today is actually a mistake. It wasn't supposed to start today. That's their official word on it. So I'm not going to mess with it till tomorrow. Now, I could restart my server, and I'm sure it would come up. But I'm going to just wait till tomorrow. We'll start it proper. Or actually, it's going to restart itself at 7:30 p.m. tonight. So that's when it will start for sure. Now, I did it last year, and I love the fix-it idea. I think the whole entire thing was so exceptionally well done. Not just well done, but exceptionally well done. I love the advent calendar that they made and all of that other stuff. Just really, really well done. I again want my Fixmas sweater. I have to have a Fixmas sweater. Now, I don't know if I can go in there and design one and then, everybody can buy it from fans and whatnot. That, buy fans, for fans or whatever. I also noticed that their link below their stream was not working. Their link down below their stream, when you click on it, it doesn't go to the Satisfactory section of for fans, by fans. It goes to the general start page. I'm a graphic designer, everybody, so all those little things drive me crazy. It's like when I host people, and then I go look in their info box down below stream, and they don't have a Twitter, so I can't yell them out on Twitter because they didn't put their Twitter address there. Make sure to put your Twitter down below your stream, everybody. It gives people the opportunity not only to host your channel, but also shout you out on their Twitter and other social medias, which could, of course, bring more people to your channel. So there you go. Make sure to have all your social media down there. You won a battle. Yes, we won. All right, let's give you guys some love. Reaper, Eckner. Again, this little side game we play every 30 minutes or so, called Stream Raider. Super fun. Reaper showing how it's done with 15 kills. He's our MVP of that round. And there we go. And again, I've been slacking on this. Usually we get to tier 40. We've actually been to tier 45 before, which is no small feat, everybody. That's a lot of battles right there. That's like doing 10, 12 hours of battles, which I sometimes do. We go into battle mode. Not doing battle mode today, everybody. I got lots of stuff to get ready for Fallout for Hope, which is coming up, and which is I'm going to do like a soft start tomorrow, and then it's definitely going to be coming up on the weekend. Now, one of the things that might throw a wrench into this is the fact that also 7 Days to Die, Alpha 20, is going to be dropping. So I might have to find a good balance between Fallout 4, which I'm going to be doing one more playthrough just for charity, and then also playing some Alpha 20 with my crew. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see if it drops this weekend or next weekend. I hope it's next weekend because I have a lot of stuff set up for this weekend, including hundreds of giveaways and whatnot, as I do every single year. Everybody, I've been streaming 7 years, and I do every single year from December 1st to December 25th, usually, but this year, 24th. I'm going to take the 25th off this year. So for between December 1st and December 24th, we're going to be giving away hundreds and hundreds of games here in the stream, including $100 gift cards from Bethesda gear and tons of other loot. So if you want to be anywhere on Twitch right now, this is where you want to be. This is where you want to be, basically getting as many Kiz caps as you can. And you're like, well, Kismet, what the heck? I think it's broken. All right, well, we'll let that become unbroken here. We'll get back to Satisfactory. All right, I can see that this is backlogging as well, everybody. I can see that's backlogging along that belt. Vada nas. And again, same thing with this, with the silica, is that you can refeed that silica back into your production line because you have extra silica in the line, and then you refeed that back in. Same thing with extra water, you can refeed that back in. It does take some expertise, but you don't have to. You can just take stuff and run it right in the awesome sink. Right, 145, everybody. That's because our server never stops running, because it runs 24/7. Yikes. Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot of tickets right there. I'm sure we've got everything unlocked now. What are we actually running in here? Let's see. Running some of the silica in there, where it looks like we're doing a splitter. Some silica that way, some silica that way. This is a smart splitter, too. Oh, see, when it backlogs, I see. When it backlogs or overflows, when there's too much silica, so it doesn't stop the machinery. He's got a smart splitter, so any overflow, it will run out into the awesome sink. So very smart. Very smart. I love doing the smart splitters, what I call the super sorter, where you can run things on the same belt. Or even better, when you have a bunch of stuff on you and you don't want to go to each individual box and put it back, you can go ahead and put a central box that you just put your stuff in, and it pulls it out and says, okay, this goes here, and that goes there, and this goes there. It's awesome. It's awesome to watch it do that. It reminds me very much of Fallout 4, where years and years ago, I made a mega sorter in there, where you put your loot in there and automatically puts that loot into different areas. And I'm going to do it again. You'll see. I'll do a mega sorter in my Fallout 4 playthrough coming up starting on Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to raise some funds for St. Jude's. We're going to try to collect $1,000 toward the charity. Now, of course, again, you can get ahead of the game by going down there right now. You can go ahead and already start donating to St. Jude. You can go right down there, click that link, choose what you want to do out of that list and say maybe get your name in game or that other fun stuff, or even choose what faction I'm going to side with in Fallout 4. That's right. If you're that generous, you can go down there and click that. Remember, everything goes to charity. It goes directly to them. Make sure you use that Tiltify link so it goes directly to them as well. Now, as we hit certain milestones as well, everybody, I will be doing additional game giveaways. Not only the game giveaways I'm already doing, but additional ones on top of that from all my epic sponsors like Bethesda Gear, and all my other ones, which are just awesome. Now, you can also win a chair. That's right, kind of like mine. Now, I have a DX Racer, which is awesome. But Noble Chairs has come out with a Fallout Vault Tech chair. That's a dream chair for me, everybody. I have contacted in the past, too. I was going to try to do a unboxing video and then give a chair to you guys, but they never got back to me. But, oh well. It's okay. I'm too busy anyway. I got other things going on. And then they also have an excellent Fallout 76 controller for Xbox. It is awesome. Or you could use it with your PC, I guess. I want that controller, man. That controller. I want the chair and the controller. But I opt out on that stuff, everybody. This way you guys have a higher chance. Plus, I have terrible RNG, everybody. I have terrible RNG. I rarely ever win anything. The only thing I've ever won here on Twitch is a pair of headphones from Swifty. which my wife immediately confiscated. Because you're like, Kismet, why are you not wearing them? That's because my wife, she's an audiophile, everybody. She loves music. She loves all that. She is like walked away with those suckers. Some Razer Kakaris headphones. Really, really nice headphones. There you go. Check the MAM. Yeah, it's probably not unlocked because we haven't restarted our server. But our server automatically restarts later. So it'll kick in later on if you are going to join us on the server. So yeah, love the aluminum production, which is great because now we can use our tier 5 belts and all of that. Right back up we go. I love all the production they've been working on. Now again, I only log on the server a couple days a week. Usually one day. We usually just 1 day a week because I got so many games I'm playing. But I usually log in, let them just go as much as they want to go, right? Build as extreme as they want to build. The only thing I asked them to let me do is to launch that last bit in the space elevator. Now, I don't know if they've done any nuclear power. I guess I could ask that. You guys done any nuclear power yet?
No.
All right, awesome. Good to know.
No, we have not.
All right. Well, I guess we'll take a look at that later. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take a look also at our primary stuff here. So we get back over here. And I'm going to go check this blue crater, too. Now, you might be wondering, everybody, how can you not spill your coffee when you are in the hypertube? Well, it's simple. I can tell you the answer. I've made up my own RP about it. Here's what you do. Now, right now, you can't see, but under his thumb, there's a little button there. And that little button, he presses it down, and then he can drink his coffee. And when he lets go of that button, you know what happens? A little force field happens right over the top of your coffee cup. See? Look, never spills once. See? A little force field there. You can't quite see it, but see how it bumps into that force field? I made that up. I made that up. That's my own RP for why you never spill your coffee in this game. Now, there's something definitely wrong with our stream writers over here. It's busted. I'm going to close it down. I don't know if they're doing an update right now, which is most likely because they just love to do updates right in the middle of my stream. I don't know what it is. It's busted. It's not loading. Let me go ahead and we're running all the way out to here. Try to reload it. Always something. All right, it might be working. All right, while we're running out this way, let's go ahead and do a battle.
Take the move back. Open the map and check the speed.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna do a battle. All right, there we go. So we got a battle started. I just couldn't. It just wouldn't load for me. But let's get my bomber in there, and you guys can still put your units down, which is good. I can see you guys got your units going. Now, remember, come and join us, everybody. You can follow the link right there in the chat. It is for stream raiders. I guess I could press another button, and you could have it right there. There you go. Follow that link. Find me, your Captain Kismet. You can sign up. You can play for free on mobile and on desktop, whether you're on Android, iOS, or whatever, on your laptop, whatever you want to do. You can totally play with us for free. It's very fun. The cool thing about it is that the more units you put down, the more loot that you have a tendency to get, the more kills, the more assists, all of that stuff. It helps you in the long run. You get more gold and more rewards. So come and join us for that. It's going to be very fun. We'll come back to that in about 21 minutes. Wow, look, Fred got here before me. He's fast, that guy. He's a fast guy, and he's got another little particle accelerator there. We're way out here in the oil area. Yeah, I've been here all too many times. A lot of fun. Yeah, this is the blue crater, eh? You said something about my map. What am I looking at in the map?
We have nothing here. When you're getting back, when you get into the tube and have been launched, open the map and then.
Oh, I see. Speed. I see. It tells you your speed while you're in the hypertube. Whoa, he's doing something out here. Well, I see. He used to have a gigantic concrete path out here. Nice.
Yeah, we was thinking to build a bauxite over here, but we did it over there instead.
Very cool. Like that. All right, so let's get in the thing and let's see. Or speed. Oh. Transition, I can't see. Where am I seeing my speed at?
Wrong tube. You need to go in the inner tube.
Oh, the inner tube? Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna check this out. I didn't see it saying speed, but let's do it. It just closes my map when I try to open it. Whoa, okay, now we're going fast. Wow. So fast I couldn't even see it. It didn't show me in the map my map speed. Where am I supposed to see that at?
Yeah, you don't see the specific speed. You see the character zooming away like crazy.
Oh, I see. You're just looking at how fast he's flying across the map. Oh, I see. All right, awesome. Whoa, man, I'm getting a lot of jump back lag from the server. Now, again, the more you do on the server, or the more you do in your game, of course, the more lag you're going to get. I've seen some people where they have such a gigantic structure that you know your whole game's like. But that's part of the fun, getting to that point, right? Getting to the point where you have to actually turn your graphics down. You've built so much. But yeah, this all looks great. Great stuff. Okay, back to the main base. Let's go. Let's get back to my job, which is managing the main base. Now, there's not really much more for me to do. Eventually, I will be raising up the base. I'm going to try to work on that a bit today and try to raise that base up and have even more central storage. Now, they've got a lot of the other elements going, and that's part of the fun, is to go out and, you know, grab those elements, run those back to the main base, or to utilize them for other higher tier items. And I can see they've got everything going, and he said it wasn't to nuclear power yet, so they'll probably be working on it, I'm sure, during the week. Because once you get to nuclear power, holy mackerel, do you have a lot of power. I mean, you really are setting it off at that point. Now, I've never done any of the plutonium stuff, so I'm going to let them go ahead and go as fast as they want, make that plutonium stuff, and then we'll go ahead and just take a look at it later on. My job is just try to organize everybody working together. It's actually takes some getting used to when you've played a lot of solo games by yourself and you're used to doing everything yourself. You're used to making all the hypertubes. You're used to getting all the resources. Is to find a way to work together with other people. And that's really my big thing that I'm working on right now, is how can we work better together, whatnot. We got main base there, and then those are going to go back the other way. So let's go this way. So yeah, so how to work together. Now, by the way, I'm not in that hypertube up here at the top. I'm in the one down below because it's third person. It's weird that you're third person in the hypertube and then first person when you're walking around. I think it's switched myself, but that's just the way I like to look at it. But it kind of feels like you're in the hypertube when you have the one up above, right? There's a lot of work here too, setting up these hypertube systems, especially running them nice and clean. They have them really well run, where you got their triple stack there. And I love the fact that you can come from underneath now. Whoa, hey, you're a little too close. Then you can come from underneath. So let's see, did we do all three? We did the motor stator factory, we did the blue thing, and then we did the mountain and coal. All right, awesome. So let's go back and look at our main base. Now, again, we got highlighted today on the Coffee Stain Studios web, or on their stream of our production board that I literally was only going to stream for like 3 hours last week. And I started doing this production board, and it was like 9 hours later, everybody. I thought, well, hey, we could just tell it, you know, which elements we've gotten done. And then we were, you know, shooting ideas off each other. And they said, well, hey, you could also put it in there whether, you know, what extraction tier it is. And then I can also put in, you know, some of the rules. Do not remove other people's stuff. Do not build too close to primary base. And this way, people who are jumping on the server, even when I'm not around or the other crews are not around, they will have basically a gist of what's going on with those different tiers. Like right now, our quick wire, I noticed that wasn't connected, even though our quick wire happens to be running right over here. So that would be a great one to divert and to run down underneath and get it into its proper box. That's one of the ones that you could just look on there, and if you're the one working on QuickWire, bam, you're Johnny on the spot. You're ready to go. And I love the fact he's extended it on there too. That's really, I love that. I love that fact. See, I was going to make another board on the other side, but I'll get around to it. We'll see if we do the board today or if we just start lifting first. Now, my goal is to move the hub and the space elevator up to what I call the train run level. Now, in this particular spot, the biggest obstruction is going to be your waterfall here. That's going to be a huge obstruction to everything that you're running and doing. Now, you can take your train and you can run it up over the top of that. But what you could also do is you could bring the space elevator up so the trains are running nice and flat. Now, I typically like to have them as flat as possible. And of course, the higher you go up, the more open space you have because you're above the mountains. And so when you're running your trains, you're not running them in an incline or a decline. Decline going to give you increased speed, of course, but incline is going to reduce the speed at which your trains go. And actually, you can make such an incline that even your vehicles can't go up them. And some people, what they do is they do spiral trains. They do like whole entire train bridges with the side things and all of that, which is beautifully done. Beautifully done. Seen a bunch of screenshots of that. Very, very nice. But I love my little production board here because it tells you, hey, what's going on with each and every thing. And now, again, it says that some of these things are overclocked. Let's go see. So let's say this right here, this wire is overclocked. So let's go see where the wire is coming from. And then we're going to backtrack it down here. Oh, look at that. See, running that through. That was me doing that last week. Everybody running that through there. Very nicely run. And then over here, we have our other resources running. But let's see. Oh, this is going to go from the inside the other way. All right, hold on. We're going to jump down because I'm a crazy man. Ah! And then I also like my stuff elevated. Oh, here we go. This is what we want to see. How we have all our run lines. Now, see, our run lines are down here. They're not up where we're building our factories. And one of the great things about having them down here is that nobody sees them. This is the ugly part of your factory usually, though this is run very nicely. Usually you have all this stuff going everywhere. You want it run very nicely. And so what we can do is we can come down here and we can trace the line and we can say, okay, where's this going? This is going this way. And so you can backtrack and go and look at where it's coming from and trace it down. If you're having an issue with that particular thing. Maybe you're not getting enough wire. I mean, we have plenty. But maybe you're not getting enough of that particular thing. And you want to upgrade those lines. You want to do all of that. Like me, I can see already that these lines are already level 3, which is probably more than enough for the production we're doing right there. But eventually, I would go through and I would change every single thing in the factory to level 5. That's just the way that I am. We definitely need more ladders and more ways up from the ground level. There we go. And let's see, what do we got over here? Now, I bet you they've unlocked ladders by now, I would imagine. Let's see, not organization, transport, and whatnot. Sorry, what was that?
Do you want a jetpack?
Oh yeah, I'll come and grab one here in a minute. I'm just gonna put in a ladder. Now, one of the great things that they added to this game, and I love them for it, is the awesome ladder. So they made it where you can just click it and then drag it as long as you want. Now, there's a max distance you can go. But I absolutely love the ladder system because it makes me feel like it makes it just like more realistic. Because if you're really in a factory, that's what you'd have in the beginning is ladders. And then later you'd have hypertubes and you would have all that stuff. So let's go ahead and take a look at our production over here. Now, this stuff is backlogged because I can see it's not running from over here. But did they overclock? Oh, I got to go down here. Actually, I didn't even need to come up here. I got to go down here and check this right here. Is it overclocked? It absolutely is. They absolutely did overclock it. All right, so it was properly thing. Now, as the leader of the group and thing, my job is to double check other people's work. Did they actually overclock it? Was it marked correctly on the board? And whatnot, and I think they got the gist of it, see? This one's just slightly overclocked. This one needs to be fully overclocked. I think that's me right there. I got to come back and did that. I think I was working on that last time, if I'm remembering correctly. That needs to be fully overclocked. And then once I fully overclocked that, then you want to make sure that you have enough of these. And that's why I left this empty space here, so that you could just keep adding more and more and more. What happens very early game is you're not thinking about expansion. And so you're building all your stuff really close to your hub, and you're building all your stuff. And then you realize, oh my God, I got to tear all this down because I don't have enough space. That's usually what happens. But when you're thinking of it in terms of building all the stuff up in that future expansion mode, then you'll build something more like I have over on this side, where I have a lot of space out in that direction, where I can just keep adding more and more of that thing as I upgrade those. Because you're going to get tier 3s, which you can upgrade with, and maybe they got turbo motors, I'll have to go look, and then upgrade it and then add more. And then you don't have to redo the whole thing. You don't have to add more structures. You might have to upgrade your belts is pretty much it. But other than that, you've already got the whole entire structure, or the whole entire layout of that particular item already done. It's already pre-done. And really what they need is a blueprinting thing like they have in Fallout 76, where you can set up a whole entire chain of that thing. And this game's a lot of repetition. So you set up a chain of something. Great example is going to be these over here. Let me get down here. There we go. Would be the way that it splits and the way that it merges over here. Right? Well, keep leaping back. Freaky. So right here is a great example. So it comes up, and then it's splitting, right? And then it's going into this particular smelter. That's being smelted down, and then it's running to 2 of these, right? And then that's just being repeated again right over here. Exact same thing, right? So if you could just make a blueprint of that first one. Oh, uh-oh, game froze. If you just make a blueprint of that first one. Oh, we had a first crash. Wow. Send it and restart. Send it and restart. Send it to him. So basically, you're doing that right now, Gold Light. Yes, I've done it 1,000 times. You know, sometimes, hey, Sticky Cheese, what's up? I go in, you got highlighted, the community highlighted by Coffee Stain earlier today. I know, I actually, I just showed it on stream earlier. I grabbed a clip of it, and showed it. So yeah, thanks for letting me know, Mariano. I love that thing. Now here's the funny thing about that is that we were playing, and I was going to play for like 3 hours, right? You know how it goes when you're playing Satisfactory. And so I was going to play for like 3 hours, and then, show all the new stuff with Update 5, because I love Satisfactory, one of my favorite games of all time. And so all of a sudden I started working with signs, so I started labeling all my boxes. And then I thought, well, wait a minute. If I could put a picture there, I could put text there too. And then I started building out that production board, and literally it was 9 hours of streaming. 9 hours later, everybody, I'm still working on that production board. And you guys saw the state it was in before, and I'll show you the state it is now when we reload in. Basically, it worked perfectly. It worked fantastically for telling the state of what each and every resource was doing, because that's the purpose of it. Now, I've been a graphic designer for 30 years. I've worked for some of the top companies in the world. I've done graphic design for Disney, for Capitol Records, for all of the big boys out there. I've been very, very lucky in my career. And you're like, Kismet, what do you do now? I do this. I do streaming. That's right. I'm 50 years old, and I'm a professional streamer, everybody. Well, I use the word professional loosely. Basically, we use that production board to let everybody know the status. And that's one of the things that I've been working on here in our mega server, brought to you by Nitrato. Big love to them. If you want to get your own server, get 10% off. Just use my name. Just drop my name. You're like, Kismet, what do you get? I already got a server. I don't need nothing. You go ahead and get some cash off, because, saving money is making money, everybody. So now, when I logged in today, because I usually play a couple times a week, every week. And so I checked in. I logged in today. Look, now I know the status of all those particular things, right? So we know that our screws have been overclocked. Have they been run to the box? Yes. What's the extractor tier on them right now is 2, and etc. Yeah, they laughed at the number of deaths, 945. I put that in because I knew it would make people laugh. And then this is an homage to them, to their video, where it says, if you can read this, you can read, because they have an early release video, or a promo video for Update 5, and all about signs, which I thought was funny. Second I read that, it made me laugh. So I feel like my sense of humor is very much the same kind of sense of humor that the peeps of Satisfactory have. So there we go. How does multiplayer work? Because I play on single player only. I know said this, but adverts ran, so I don't know if you explain. Yes, I'll explain it, Gold or Light. The way multiplayer works is there's two different ways of doing multiplayer. There is the local host, where you're hosting a game and then your friends can jump in. Now, you can do it on Steam or on Epic. Doesn't matter who's hosting the game. If you've got friends on Epic, oh, there it went again. Uh-oh, now look, we're finding all the problems. I don't know what he's doing, but whatever he's doing, it's causing it to crash. And that's going to happen in early access games, especially since we're on the server. I've never really had a crash in single player.
I'm upgrading belts.
It does not like that. I keep crashing.
Okay, I'm stopping.
Maybe it's because there's an update going to be pushed through or something. I don't know.
Yeah, there was an update a bit late today from Coffee.
Yeah, see, there could be... Whenever I see an update comes out, that's when the game becomes unstable. Because what happens is you have like the update, and the server's a certain version, you're a certain version, and so on. But yeah, so the way the multiplayer works again is you're local hosting it, which is the way it used to work. And then so I would host the game, and then other people would jump in my game and we'd play together. But the second I go offline or I quit out of the game, bam, the game's gone. They can no longer play it. Now, if you do have the ability to host it yourself, or I suggest don't, go over to Nitrato. They're going to host you a big mega server. You'll be styling for just pennies a month, comparatively to other server hosts. This is like a few dollars, everybody. A few dollars to have an epic mega server. Which I think is amazing. They're one of my partners here on stream as well, so big love to them for partnering with us. We play a lot of different games, 7 Days to Die, Ark, and all of those other games on those mega servers, and they are awesome. We've had up to like 30, 40 people on there. They have some servers that have like 4,000 people playing Minecraft and things like that. So really, any game you can think of that server-based, you go over there and they probably got it for you. So especially games like Valheim and stuff like that, which is really, really good. Really great game. So that's how it works. So you can go ahead and do it either through local multiplayer, and you can play Steam and Epic at the same time, or you can get yourself a professionally host server, which is what we do, because it's like set it and forget it. You don't have to worry about it. And then they'll host the game for you and whatnot. Now remember, it is still in early access. It is still being worked on. It's already an 11 out of 10, I think. I think it's an 11 out of 10. The only early access game that I've seen that's this well done and this well thought out ahead of time before it's even released. I mean, this game in early access is better than a bunch of games, and you know, especially a bunch of them in the last couple years, right, that have been released. And that's something I tell them all the time. I give them my highest praise. The only game I've ever given an 11 out of 10. That means more than the max amount, everybody. They've actually done a great job. But again, the production board is fantastic for knowing what's going on in each and everything. And I can tell you that this says, hey, there's no quick wire going to the boxes, and that's true because I went and looked at the box, and there's nothing running in there. Now, I could go and take it and run it in there, but it takes away from someone else's fun. Whoever's working on that quick wire can come back and work on it, just like if I were to go and do like the thing. Now, also the cool thing is, if you do a production board, is you can assign a certain part of the production board to a certain person so that you're not overlapping and doing the same thing at the same time. When you are playing in single player, you're used to doing everything, right? And I played through the game 30, 40 times. I've been playing it for years. So I've played through, I've unlocked everything. I've done massive bases. I've done hundreds of coal plants and hundreds of other stuff in the game. I've built gigantic mega builds. That's what I love doing. I love building massive structures and whatnot. But what's a great way for everybody to work together? Well, hey, look, I'm going to work on these 4 things. And hey, I'm going to work on the copper and everything to do with copper. And I'm going to work on, you know, modular frames and whatnot. Communicating with each other is always the number one thing whenever you're in a team. Whether it's in real life, you're in a team, you're at work, or whether you're in a game. And this was my idea of being productive. And this is what we used to do in the old days, everybody. We would have a whiteboard, and we would use, as it went through the different parts of production, you have your pre-stage where you're checking it, making sure you got all the elements and everything that you need. You contact the client and whatnot, and they get you all the stuff. And then you're either designing it, if you're a graphic designer like me, or they're sending it in and you're making sure that it's set up properly to be printed and then be output, right? It's called pre-press and printing. That's the highest end of the highest end That's what I used to do. That's what I used to do back in the day. I do not design stuff for people anymore, everybody, because before you all whisper me, hey, Kismet, can you do me a logo? I have retired from doing it for other people, but I still do it for myself. So all the graphics that you see, like the love train over there, things that pop up, fireworks, things like that you'll see here in my stream, I do a lot of that. Things that I don't do that I get other artists to do, like emotes and things like that. Try to help other artists here on Twitch as well. I feel like the artists never get enough love here on Twitch because it's mainly about gaming. But I try to give them some love, so there you go. I try to help both gamers and artists right here on Twitch. So Cy Prime, thank you for coming in, hanging out in the stream. Appreciate that and appreciate the follow as well. Now I need to get busy on these giveaways because I've already forgotten that as well. So let's get busy doing a giveaway right here because I'm going to get in trouble if I don't get busy. Let's do it. Right over here. Now don't let me forget, everybody. I got a couple giveaways today to do. And I've been slacking. So let me get over here and remind myself what it is I'm giving away today. And I got so many. Literally hundreds of them, everybody. Hundreds of them. Oh, okay, I see what we're giving away today. We're giving away, let's see. Okay, yes, I had it all ready to go, but I forgot to give it away. All right, that's okay. We'll just, we'll copy that, and we'll go ahead and start it right now. Boom. Now, what we're going to do is going to give away a Stream Raider skin. Now, we also have hundreds of games. I'm not kidding. Hundreds of games to give away. Random games. I don't know what they are. I'm just going to random roll them and then send you the code. All right? That's what we're going to do all month long in December. Now, that starts tomorrow. But today, for those of you who are always in my stream and who are always hanging out, I'm going to do a little extra solid for you and give away some stuff right now. Now, you might be like, well, Kismet, how do I be part of the giveaways? You might have just wandered right into my stream. Now, I got a special little buddy. His name is Saltbot. He's around here somewhere, so I can find out where the heck I did with him. And he's going to tell you a bit about being part of the giveaways. Second. Oh, God, where did I move him to? That's what happens when I readjust my stuff. Saltbot. There you are. All right. All right, so Saltbot's going to come up, tell you how to be part of the giveaways. The giveaway has already started. For those of you who already know, you can go ahead and put your caps in right now. Let's go.
Hello, this is Saltbot. You might be wondering, what are Kiss Caps, and how do I use them? They are loyalty points for watching Kismet stream. There are many ways to earn Kiss Caps, whether you are a streamer or viewer. Some free, and some are for above and beyond supporters. Let me show you how. The easiest way is to hit the follow button and earn an instant 1000 Kiss Caps, or by hosting by going to your channel by using the Twitch menu in the upper right corner, open your chat in a new window and type /host Kismet. Another way is to team up with other Wasteland Tycoons in the chat and earn 500 caps for every 5 retweets on Twitter. Each time you unlock another 5 retweets, the amount increases by 500 each time. So you get 500, then 1000 more, then 1500 more, etc. Use the RT command in the chat at any time to find the right tweet. Earn even more bonus Kiss Caps by participating in the chat with some GGs. If you want to go above and beyond, you can donate to the stream or subscribe using your Twitch Prime. Or choose one of the 3 levels of sub support. This will get you instant and 5000 Kiss Caps, plus Kismet emotes. Earn 3 times Kiss Caps just for hanging out in the stream and 3 times the chance of winning contests and giveaways. Let us talk about how to enter Kismet's giveaway. First, type !loot in the chat to check how many Kiss Caps you have. Remember that each ticket costs 10 Kiss Caps. You are now ready to enter the giveaway. Type !ticket, then add a space and type the number 1. Everyone gets a free ticket and a chance to win. If you would like to buy more tickets and increase your chance to win, you can buy more, like 10, 1000, up to 10,000 tickets per giveaway if you have enough Kiss Caps built up. Thank you for being an amazing part of the stream and good luck.
All right, good luck, everybody. Get in there and get your chance to get some loot. Now, again, save up those Kiss Caps. Use them when you need them. Remember, you can be part of every single giveaway and whatnot. And again, this is our production board. Again, I started this And then 9 hours later, I was still working on it. And then I wanted to see if it worked. And it did work. Because when I logged out, I didn't log in since Wednesday of last week. So when I log in today and I check the pound, boom, I know exactly what's going on, right? They had gone in and connected all of the copper. They've run it to the boxes, which are our boxes over here, which is always at our main base. Did they overclock them? They did, and they let me know what tier they were right now. Now, I wonder if we've unlocked tier 3. I would think so. No, not yet. Okay, so I still haven't unlocked tier 3 yet. So let's go take a look at what we got going on in here. Oh, that's coming up. So we need to make our supercomputers and our modular frames to unlock those. And I'm sure we at least have 1,000 steel pipes sitting over there. At least. Probably 5 boxes full of it. And then we're going to get to particle acceleration here. Now, this is actually one of the few things that I've not done in the game yet. And I thought I'd wait and then do it with my crew. It's kind of like one of those things that you want to do together as opposed to just do it solo. So I was waiting for servers to come out before I got to that. Though I do have a playthrough right now that I could actually go and do it, a solo playthrough. But I'll wait for the crew. So yeah, we want to go ahead and get those Mark IIIs. Now, Mark IIIs are awesome, everybody. They are insane. In fact, Mark IIIs, if you overclock a pure node in a Mark III, it is faster than you could ever get it out of there. Because you can only go 780 maximum in a belt. So there's no way to ever get more from that extractor, even though the extractor would go at 1200, right? Now, of course, if they allowed us to connect splitters directly onto an extractor, right? Then you could split it 780 or 700, 700. Really, it'd be 600, 600 because it'd be 1200. But hey, then you would get the maximum out of the thing if you put a splitter directly on there, as opposed to having to put a little belt there first. That would be awesome. But you know, hey, man's got a dream, right? Man's got a dream. So I built the board here, and then they extended the board for all the other ones that they did over here. And you can see that we have a lot of resources running into our central base. We also leave a lot of room, everybody. Leave room while you're building your base, because otherwise all the stuff gets jammed up, and you're doing what they were just talking about in chat, where you're redoing your entire base. For sure, Kismet. Yeah, actually, if you guys, for those who missed that earlier, hold on a second. Let me press some buttons and flip some switches here, right there, and see if I can. What can I do here? Oh, I don't have Steam up in the background. Oh, bummer. Bummer. Normally I have Steam up in the background. Oh, hold on. I'll quit out real quick. I'll quit out real quick and I'll get my Steam up. Now, one of the things that I do is I do a lot of tab switching between games. So I'll have stuff like Steam, or actually in this case, the Epic Game Store. I'll have the Epic Game Store up in the background so I can switch back to my desktop to do other things. And I do have that queued up here. Let me go ahead and bring that up. For those who missed it earlier, I did play it on stream. They recognized my Teamwork Tycoons. Now remember, it's not just me, everybody. It's a whole lot of people working together. I always try to emphasize that here on the stream, that it's not just me. Now here they are, everybody, talking about our thing. I grabbed a clip of it and whatnot, and here we go.
But I love this like planner thing they've made here. Like truly utilizing all the signs here. for
deaths today, number of deaths today. Holy shit.
945. That's pretty. But yeah, nicely done. If you can read this, you can read. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, and that's an homage to them.
Video. Very nice, very nice.
Oh, there's a lot going on here.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here, but I just wanted to like bring up
now
this,
it
like,
seems more complex than it is.
Card, like setup situation here. Very nice. It's so neat to see this. I hope they're using this for like multiplayer and to have people like keep track of like what's going on, or maybe it's for stream, like just keeping track of like this is the state of things, because it gives you a pretty good overview of like what's going on in their save file.
Yep, and that was the whole purpose of it, everybody. As a production person, how do I communicate to people when I'm not even online? How do I communicate what the rules of the server are, which is at the bottom? How do I communicate the status of our factories and everything in a very simple way? And so I used a traditional board. And the second I figured out you could put pictures and text in there, and then we also figured out you could do this thing here too. See how this highlights the word factory and then built? Where you've got this other thing here. That's thanks to my chat. Told me a bit of that. Let me show you a bit on how to do that in there as well. Let me get Satisfactory back up and running here. Now we're playing the early access version now. We switched over from the experimental version. over here into early access, and we've switched our server to early access as well. Now, while that's loading, everybody, let's go ahead and do a battle, and we'll come right back. To battle! Now, we don't call this a mega stream for nothing, everybody. We're always doing a bunch of stuff at the same time. We're doing a giveaway. We're doing a side game called Stream Raiders. We're playing Satisfactory. We're playing videos. We're all doing all sorts of stuff, as you can see. So thanks to them for highlighting our awesome production board. Very, very fun. And that is the exact use of that, is to keep this, keep track of it. Because when we reset our server, I was looking to a way of, hey, how can I tell someone else that I have finished the part that I'm working on? How can I tell them I've finished with the concrete, I've finished with this, and what are the different states of being finished, right? Being done. So very, very cool. So thanks to Jason Snoot over there for highlighting the stream and highlighting the thing. And they were like, I don't know if Kismet streams anymore. I stream every week, everybody. I'm always here. I'm always here. I've been here for 7 years. I stream every time. But they did make a great point that Twitch's notification system does act pretty wonky. They don't call it Twitch glitch for nothing. All right, there we go. Some loot going to Subi and to Adam. And Adam coming in, MVP that round. Congrats, Adam. 11 kills there. Nice job. Now we're working our way across over to here. Oh, we can just skip over. Go right to here. Yeah, let's do that. And again, try to get you guys as much maximum loot as we can. Let's see. Oh, it's that time again. It's that time again. All right, we're going to throw the bomber down. I think I'm just going to bomb this stuff right here. I can't. I gotta go up here. I forgot. Yeah, I got to go up here. Where am I going to bomb? I'm going to bomb. Can't remember if you could go past this stuff. I think you can. I'm just going to run in there and bomb that stuff right there. I haven't used my bomber in a real long time. All right, everybody, go ahead and join us out. We're going to get going. Thank you, Prophecy Stunts, also for coming in and hitting that follow button. Appreciate you coming to the latest Teamwork Tycoon. Now, remember, the server is there for you. That's why I work so hard. So you guys can come and join us. Let's go. All right. And remember, there is a giveaway going on right now. Boop, back in Satisfactory. Here we are. Ready to rock and ready to go. So we got all of our stuff lined up. We've got our awesome production board, which tells us the status of all of our stuff. Now, what do we need to work on next, everybody? Well, again, I like to have my train level way up at the top. Right? And so as I'm building, and if you look down underneath here, you can see that these boxes actually go from what I'm going to call the ground level. It's not totally the ground level, but you get the idea. And each of these boxes are now filled with that particular resource. Now, I started with the basic resources, just these kind of 4 right here, where, okay, a little lag jumping there, where we wanted to get those going. Oh, nope, this is over here. Where we wanted to get the concrete going, right? Now, concrete is probably your #1 thing, or at least for me it is, in the early game, because you need it for massive amount of building, for walls, for floors, for machinery, for all sorts of stuff. And so you really want to backlog a ton of that. So you can see I've got that box, the second box. Let's jump down. Whee! I've got my skates on. Oh, I forgot to get the flying thing. I have to get one of those here in a minute. But we should see that the next one's full. Yep, that one's full, and then the bottom one's full. And then if we look at the line, we can see that the line's coming out here. And this is just so I can grab some, like right here if I wanted to, right? It leaves a little bit extra there in case I need it. But basically what it's doing is it's backlogging a ton of resources. And you can do the same thing all the way across here, right? So say you wanted to see what this resource was, you could go ahead, and this is what I usually do, is just make a little thing right there, and you know what's in there just visually looking at it. That's before they had signs. Now they have signs, so we've gone in and set up all the signs behind here so we know what each and everything is. So as they were fixing all of this and running all of these lines in here, and you can see we were using a bunch of splitters and whatnot up here to connect it, just to try to hold it up there and then bring it in from different angles and different directions to get it to fit into the box. And then also you can see it's lifted up off the ground, so you have plenty of walking space for you. Make sure to leave space for you to get around, everybody. That's very important. Very, very important for you to be able to get where you're going. And you can see they're bringing this from up here, from the different line. They're running it down, using a nice lifter into that top box. Very nice. Now you can also have another line. You can actually double input into those boxes if you want. But the ultimate purpose of all of this stuff is to make more stuff and then higher tier stuff and higher tier stuff and higher tier stuff until eventually you're employee of the planet. And we have yet to do employee of the planet yet, but we're going to get to it, I think, in this playthrough. We'll hopefully get to it. Now, I typically reset a lot, too. Every time they come up with a big update, like update 4, update 5, I typically will wipe the whole entire thing, delete all my past saves, and start new. Because it pushes me forward in my building, and I try to do something different each and every time. In this case, I'm massively stacking the boxes, so you have an insane amount of backlog. And the reason why is because here on the server, it has something different that you don't have in a single-player game, unless you leave your game running 24/7. Because you have the factor of time. When you have a private server, you can set it. You can click a button where it'll say the server is always running, even when no one's in the game. So that means that when I'm not in the game and no one's in the game, all the factories are still churning out loot. And anybody who's played this game before knows how powerful that is, right? If you just have it constantly running, even if you have level 1 belts and you're pushing out 10 per minute, if you're pushing it out 24/7, 7 days a week, that's a lot of plates. That's a lot of plates to come in and grab later on. And so you don't have to sit there and wait for them to be made. You just go offline and there's like a big, what's that exclamation point? Somebody marking something over there. What's he marking? Oh, he's giving me the jetpack thing. Oh, I know jet. I want the other thing, the floating thing. The jetpack. I typically don't use.
Build it up to you.
Yeah, it's actually it's the other thing, the hovercraft thing. That's the thing that I love. We unlocked that yet?
We have, yeah, it's unlocked, but we don't have too much power here in base.
Don't have enough power. What are you talking about? Let's see.
We have.
Oh, I mean, you don't have power lines run to float along in base. I see what you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah, because what it does, it uses the power lines to float along. You know what I love to do is to run the power lines underneath the base, underneath your lifter, underneath your platforms, and you don't even know the power's there, but you're floating around all over the place. I'll probably work on that at some point.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'll do is I'll run it underneath in a nice grid. And so when you're running around, you don't need the power poles anymore because all your power's underneath. And it's really great. Same thing with your hypertubes. Put your hypertubes underneath. Put your run lines underneath in a little sandwich level, right? So you're running all of your stuff underneath. You see anything up here on this level? No, it's not up here. That's all down on that lower level. Or you can create an in-between level. See, all this stuff, all this messy stuff down here, out of sight, out of mind. It comes up here, and you got a beautiful, clean base. Whoa, unless it makes me fly around. And one of the things that you'll see also is they added a really fantastic thing, everybody. One of my favorite new additions of the game is this thing right here called the Customizer. Now, the Customizer, you can go in and customize the colors of everything. You don't have to go and collect leaves and do all of that anymore. You can go ahead and just customize however you want. So as you can see, the yellow on the bottom here is actually roads.
The flyer.
Oh, all right, cool. Thank you. So I make the yellow roads, and the yellow means do not build. Do not build on my roads. I don't like people to build on my roads. I don't build on my roads except for sometimes I'll put a box or whatever there. But what it does is it opens it up. So when you're driving your vehicles later on, or you're running from place to place, you don't have everything jammed up on top of each other. You're not jumping over belts and doing all of that stuff that typically happens when you first start playing the game. When you first start learning how to play the game, you're always climbing over something to get somewhere else, right? So at the very beginning, I say, okay, this is going to be a road. And so don't build anything there. And then you can see how that I've built back over here. Now, I've taken these out a few times, and you actually have what's known as hard clearance and soft clearance now. So that when you're over here, you can actually add these in, even though these are in the way, right? So if you go in, and actually these are the larger ones. I'm starting to use the smaller ones now. You go ahead and put that in there. It'll actually clip through there if you want. Now, I hate clipping, everybody. I don't want it to clip at all. I would love it to freeform around the thing. But, RPN that you cut it out and, just roll with it. Now, one of the things also is that these are a little thick here. I like to use the thinner ones on the upper levels. So we go ahead and use those thinner ones like that. Now, I typically will use purple for whenever I'm doing production, which is why you can see this is all colored purple here. You can see this inner part. This is production. This means this is where your hub goes. This is where your things. My brain. I have sleep apnea, everybody. Happens to me all the time. Awesome Sync. Your Awesome Sync, your MAM, your things over here. Notice I put multiple of these here. The reason why I put multiple of these here is because you got multiple people and not everybody. You can't, if one person's on the bench, then you can't use the bench. So make sure that you have multiple benches down for everybody to use. Now, I'd say in the case of the workshop, probably don't need multiple. Not a lot of people are going to be in the workshop, and they can always just make themselves a workshop or a bench as well at some point. But early game, definitely want to have multiple benches. Otherwise, you're going to have trouble. And again, my big goal and what I do best, everybody, am I going to be the best at the game? Am I going to make the best thing and the best thing, the biggest and the best thing? No, my job is to make everybody work together really, really well. And that's what I do best. I put awesome people together and let them work together. Now, one of the things I wish they add is more body slots, everybody. Body slots drive me crazy because I want to have the skates and the little hovercraft thing. Now, this is one of my favorite new additions. They added this in Update 4, along with drones and all sorts of cool stuff like that, is the ability to hover up above. Now, why is that useful? Well, it's actually most useful for when you're doing splitters and mergers. I got to remember how to get back down. C, I thought it was. Yeah. So you hold down C and then Shift key, get down. And as you get down here, you can see that you can float up above. And when you're putting your splitters and mergers down, it is way easier to do that. You can see that it's actually, you'll see that little line pop up from time to time as I'm moving around. A little white line will zap across here. See that little white line that popped up? That's it connecting to that power pole. And so it's very easy for me to get around. Now, my other factory that I built, a big, gigantic mega factory, I use this a lot from going level to level to level as I'm working. Really great way of working on multiple levels. Now, one of the things they added, which is one of my favorite things, is called zooping, and it's zooping awesome. And so we can go into, say, a wall right here, and we go and click on this wall. And I'm going to go over here kind of out of the way here. And as you see, I get further away from the power. See, I came back down because I didn't have any power. And I can always bring the power over here. But I can just go like this, build a wall, and then, oh, I'm not in zooping mode. Hold on, I got to get in zooping. And then I can just build walls just like that. Easy peasy, right? And then I can run about 10 of them in a row and then 10 more and so on. Now, what I want to do is I want to get this thing right here, where I'm at, this and all of these these are overflow boxes where, you just throw your stuff down for a minute and then you're working on your boxes and then you pick it back up. As well as we have like our random stuff in the other box here, right? You got a little bit of this and a little bit of that you might need for the MAM or for whatever. Very, very great way of doing the overflow stuff. And then over here, oh, look, we got an extra jetpack there. And so I want to move this now way up. Now, the reason why I want to do that is so that when we really get into trains, our trains have like a central train depot, right? And those trains will come along and they'll end up coming in behind the boxes. Now you can see he's already got some trains going. LSC was working on those trains. And those trains should basically run behind the boxes. So they should run pretty much like he has it. But the boxes should be at the same level. So you can go ahead, bring in those materials, and then run them into the boxes. You can also bring those materials and run them into different parts of the factory. Now, building parts of the factory should be away from your central hub, I think, because if you build it toward the hub, you're going to run out of space constantly. You're going to constantly run up into the same stuff, right? But here's the thing. At each and every node in the game is going to get to a point where it's maxed out, and that's it. There's no more you can do with that node, and so that's basically a complete node. Now, one of the cool things you can do also is you can just jump off. Whee! Oh, God, I'm going to die. Ah, nope, because I got my little floaty thing. One of the great things about this right here. Now, again, if you start to get to a point, you just press spacebar, and it will actually keep you from, it'll like spin the propellers a little bit so you don't just slam into the ground, so it can actually also save you if you do fall off, and even if you don't have any power. But right here is a great example. So if we go over here and say we get our Mark IIIs and we put them on there, we overclock it, it's going to have a maximum amount. And this is a coarse node right here, right? So this is going to be the junkiest node, the worst node in the game. You start with 30, then you do a Mark II. Now it's at 20. And then why who took my overclocking out? I just noticed that's not overclocked. Or did I not overclock that last time? Maybe it was me. I don't know. I seriously doubt anybody touched it. I think maybe I forgot.
You forgot it.
Yeah, I forgot it. Yeah, I did. I did forget it. I'm glad I looked. Yeah, so basically, I think because we were out of the things. I think that's why. We were out of the overclocking things. I need to go get some more of those. See, that'd be a great thing to do. Hey, Kismet, I'll come in and help out. I'll get and work on a bunch of power shards. I'll run around and grab all the power shards, make a ton of extra ones, and put them in there. Those are great ways of working together, everybody. If you're doing the same thing that someone else is doing, like if I'm working on the iron, and then someone comes over here and they're working on the iron at the same time, what you're doing is you're going to run into each other. You're going to butt heads on it. If I'm trying to make a wall and you're right next to me trying to make a wall right next to me, it's really awkward. Don't do that. It's like stepping on someone else. It's like coming in and rearranging someone's furniture in their house, right? You come over, hey, how's it going, everybody? And then you start moving their chairs and you take their TV off the wall and you move the TV over here. Imagine if someone came in your house and started doing that. That's how it feels to people when you go and you do the thing that they're doing. It feels very, very awkward. So I appreciate them not touching my notes. So what I'm going to do eventually, of course, is to make this a Mark III node and then overclock that node. And then what I've done is, he keeps handing me stuff. Right? Like I've mentioned before, you don't have to keep making me stuff every time I mention it on stream. You go do what you're doing, man. You don't have to just hover around me. That gets awkward.
I just grabbed them from the box, so...
No worries. I would have came back for them. I'm just explaining a bit of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it for people who are watching. All right.
Okay.
Again, I'm going to get this to a Mark III. This happens to me all the time, everybody. People are very friendly and very helpful. I appreciate them. But I will get to there eventually. I'm trying to... I do think out my streams, by the way, ahead of time and think about what I'm going to be talking about and why the games are so great and explain why it's so great. But again, we're going to get to Mark III, and then we're going to upgrade this again, right? So right now it's 60, and then we go Mark III, and then we upgrade it again. Now, when we do have the booster in there, even with a course node, this is going to get upgraded. And so it's not really going to tell us how fast it's going until it starts to start up again. So I'm going to take that out. It's going to start up. So now it's going to go at 150 per minute, right? So 150 per minute is actually not a great speed. The reason why is because the math doesn't work out well, right? So when it comes over here, right now you can see this is going at 30 in, right? And then 30 out. Now, do I really need to upgrade this? Do I need to upgrade this right now? Do we have enough plates? We absolutely do. But in the long run, what's going to happen is and this is what point I'm getting at, is that your Mark III is going to be at this max level, right? That's as high as the extractors go. Then you're going to put your overclockers in there, and it's going to go its max speed from there, right? So if we double our max speed right now, basically it's going to be 300, right? So when we double that max speed, this node will produce 300, and that'll be it forever. That'll be the max it can ever do, unless they add more stuff to the game that makes it go faster. I seriously doubt it, though. That'll be the max it's ever doing. So that node is done. There's nothing else you need to do on that node ever. And so it's a great way of saying, okay, I've finished this. And that's a hard thing in a building game, is to say, I've finished this node. This node is doing the maximum it's ever going to do. It's just going to do plates, and that's it. And then as I upgrade it, again, I will add more and more and more. Now, I don't need to add more right now because we've got plenty of plates, and thus my time would be better spent doing something else. But you get the general idea of what you do. And you also want to leave yourself some room, right? So this is super easy. Plates are one of the easiest things in the entire game other than concrete. And so I can then just add another smelter and then run that to another extractor and then tie it in to the main line here. And it'll just take a minute, right? Just grab this one right over here. Put this, actually I would grab the constructor first because that's the widest thing or the biggest thing. And so we'll go ahead and expand it a little bit here. I don't need to expand all of it, but I'm just going to expand it just to show you how easy it is. And then, right, like so. And if I hold down control, it'll snap in two directions. It'll snap to this one from here to here, and then it will also snap into the back of that. And so we'll go ahead and run this in here. These are just running straight. Oh, and I'm out of resources. That happens a lot in this game, right? It happens a lot where you're constantly out of resources, this, that, or the other thing. And here's a great little trick too. If you don't want to run all the way back, first you bring some extra resources, which would be smart. But you can also just grab it straight off the belt. I have all the tricks, everybody. I got lots of Kismet tricks I can show you. Thousands of them. So you just grab it right off the belt here. And since it's going so fast, the Mark IV belt right now, you can just grab them right off the belt so you don't have to run all the way back up into the thing. Now, of course, eventually you want to have a hypertube to each and every node or each and every factory that you're building, so you don't have to run back and forth should you not have the resources. All right, so there we go. And now, one of the cool things they did add to the game, everybody, and I just absolutely love it, it's my favorite other than signs, is you hit the middle mouse button, we grab that splitter, we roll it over this, and you're like, well, Kismet, it could do that before. True. But what it didn't do before, now notice there's no lifter here, everybody, there's no lifter. So if I hold down control, it'll snap into the actual smelter, like that. And now is perfectly aligned to the smelter, and it's also adjusted the orientation of the splitter so it's going properly along the belt. That's why that belt is there. And then the last thing you want to put in is your lifters, everybody. Now, the lifters have been working super wonky. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they'll look like they're working, and then you get to your machine and it's not going in the machine. You got to take them out, put them in, take them out, put them in. Sometimes I have to take them in and out 2, 3, 4 times before they actually start working. They do work, just not always on the first try. And then again, we're going perfectly straight through there. And then over here, again, we've got our lifters. But watch this little trick. We just go ahead and use our conveyor pole right here. And you can see the green line, which means that it is lining up. We run this across here. Oh, and I just absolutely love this. And it takes a little bit to get used to. And you're like, well, Kismet, how do you keep grabbing stuff over there? Are you using the keys down there? No, I hit F and then middle mouse button. See, now I've got the merger. F, middle mouse button. Now I've got a conveyor pole. F, middle mouse button. Now I've got a thing. I actually forced myself. I forced myself to change the way that I build and build like this now, because it is way more efficient for me to just grab the thing from whatever it is, because this way I don't have to put tons and tons of stuff on that thing down there. If I'm just doing the same repetitive thing, it's much faster for me to go F, middle mouse button, and do that, right? And it's a great habit to get into. Now, you can see I've added it right over here, and in theory, it should be perfectly lined up. Come right out of there, and then split its way down, and then be part of our main line. Now, of course, you got to tell it what it should be, right? This should be plate. And then this back here should be smelting iron. Now, one more very, very important thing that you're going to need, and that is, of course, power. And right now, we're using what I absolutely love is this vertical power. That's right. If you haven't seen it in a while, they've added the ability to just basically put it right under the bottom there. Isn't that awesome? It is so great. And I especially like to run it straight where it's all perfectly clean and run really nice. One of the kind of secondary ways of playing this game, first you play it for the game of, you know, you're extracting resources and you're trying to unlock all this stuff. Then you come back later and then you're trying to make it beautiful. And I'm talking right angles, left angles, and I mean, you'd be surprised how much people just fall in love with making things just absolutely perfect. Put a 1 in the chat or use your yes emote if you are that person. If you're the person that they won't run it at an angle, you'll run it as a nice perfect 90, right? So you got a 90 this way or a left 90 or a right 90, and you just got to have it just so not only is it functional but beautiful as well, and very efficient as well. I can tell you I'm that guy. I am for sure that guy. First you have it where it's functional, and then you learn to make it amazing from there. Let's go ahead and tie this one back to here. There we go. And there we go. So now we've got the power of both of these connected in, and we've just added in. Now again, notice how I'm floating around? That's because I'm using my little hover thing here, which I love, the hover pack. And you can see, look, how easy that was just to add another one. And then, I mean, I could add more now because I got plenty more resources, right? I more than doubled my resources, so I can more than double my factory stuff as long as I have the power. And so there it goes. So now that's going to go ahead and make more plates that I don't need right in there. And keep that running in. Now, again, eventually what you would want to do is, you know, there's going to be a point of diminishing returns, right? A point of diminishing returns is when you have 5 boxes of plates. Do you need to expand your plates? Probably not. Unless you're about to use a crazy ton of plates. I don't know. It's your build. You do whatever you want to do. For me, the way I like to build mine, I like to build it so it automatically turns off certain parts of the factories while I'm playing, especially in single player. And the reason why I do that is it requires less of my time to go build more power. So if I say I'm going to, in this playthrough, I'm going to do 2 boxes of plates minimum, right? That's how much I want laying around at any given time so I can use to grab those plates and build stuff, right? And so I will run it to a box. And what happens when those boxes get filled is it starts to backlog down the actual conveyor line. And for some reason, it started back up again. There it goes. It's going back down. And what it will do is it'll start to backlog down the conveyor line, much like the screws here. See how they've backlogged all the way back over there? And so when they backlog and they backlog into the machinery, they backlog all the way back to where it's actually extracting, it automatically turns that stuff off. It no longer uses that power. So you can power control as you go through the game and not have to build, 4 hours of power where you're spending their endless hours making power. You make them in certain grids or make them in certain segments. So when it does fill the box and you don't need it anymore for the moment, it will automatically turn that part of your factory off. And that's one of the most efficient ways I've found to play through the game, is instead of building gigantic things of power, you spend more time optimizing the way your factories turn on and off automatically. And before they had power switches and all that, which I love the power switches. That's one of my suggestions from years and years ago. I'm glad they finally added it to the game. But for it to automatically do it is even better. So when it finishes doing these plates, oh, and there it is. When it finishes backlogging these plates in here, you'll see that once this fills back up again, it'll just turn off. And thus, my peeps don't have to go out and build a lot more power. Though we will anyway, because we'll definitely want to expand everything to maximum at some point. But you get the general idea of that. Now, again, I can do the same thing over there with rods and all of that. Unnecessary right now, but it gives you a general idea. I love this hovercraft thing. And I feel like the hovercraft thing goes just about the same speed as the skates. So if you are in the hovercraft, you hold down the shift key, you will go a bit faster. And this is when the game takes on a whole new life, is when you get the hovercraft and you're working away on that hovercraft. Now, another great trick I can show you while you're hovercrafting around is to go ahead and actually use your power as a way of getting around. And you're like, well, Kismet, what do you mean? Well, you can actually go vertical or horizontal or at an angle, whatever you want to do, from A to Z. And so if I go ahead and run a power pole there, which we'll use here in a second, and say I want to get down to the bottom, right? I want to get down there. Well, I could just run a power pole, and they already got a power pole down there. But the power pole itself becomes the transport system when you have a hover pack, right? Now I can just hover my way down, and as long as I've got a power pole, I'm good. Now look at this waterfall over here. Watch this. I'm going to take this out later, everybody, but I'm going to fool around for right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just try to find a little spot where I can put this power, right? Over here, over there. Now sometimes it'll say invalid location, or it'll say, hey, this wire's too long. But I can go ahead and build it. Nope, did not build it. Built it there. All right, that was awkward. Try that again. I'm just going to build it right over here on this island. There we go. And then I can go ahead and just work my way to the island. Now, as long as you have resources, you're great. Now, you can also use this to climb up. Right? Now, I don't know if they've changed this because I've found some spots. Oh, I'm out of rods. That's what it is. I got to go get me some rods back here, and I've got boxes and boxes of them. So, look, you can go up different levels. You can go ahead and climb up the side of stuff. I do that all the time. Really fantastic for when you're going out and looking for some more of our little wormy friends, our little glowworms. That is really great for that, to get to those high spots and those different levels very, very quickly. And that's usually while I wait till I get to this kind of stage where I can make that power. Again, you'll see me start to fall, but then I kick in. And let's see if we can find a spot. There's a spot right there. Okay, there we go. And so we can run over here. And then we can go ahead and just try to find a spot along the way here. Now, sometimes you can't find a spot. Sometimes it won't give it to you. Most of the time it will, though. Oh, here we go, right here in the waterfall. Now, one of the things that I love about games, everybody, is I love stuff behind waterfalls. That's my thing. Again, there I am. And then climbing up again. So really ingenious way to use your hover to find your way around. I just happen to know, everybody, that there's a cave right there. In case you didn't know. Now, the funny thing is they are also so smart in this game that they've made it where you can actually run up this cave from this lower level down here and actually just climb your way up. Right? So if you're a big person who likes to do climbing and all of that, you can see it's at this other level here. You can just go in here and climb your way up, and you'll find different routes and areas. Their world builders are awesome. Grab that for later. Their world builders are awesome in the fact that they leave little routes and little caves and little stuff. And they've been reworking a lot of this as well. And so you can make your way up on foot if you wanted to as well. And here I'm just going to go ahead and hover. It's going to tie into my main grid. And again, I can just keep going up and up and up as far as I wanted to go. As long as I keep kind of, putting those poles down and whatnot. Now, I can also do the same thing if I'm trying to go, say, way over to there. I can go ahead and tie these poles. Now, one of the big problems of this, though, everybody, is that you're going to have these poles everywhere. If you're a messy builder, you're going to trigger everybody else that you're playing with. Because you're just going to have these things laying in every spot everywhere. Now, one of the benefits of this, and I'll show you right here, I'll get down on the ground level, is I have vertical power, right? I have vertical power in the fact that that mob cannot get to me. Now, there's other mobs that range shoot you that can get you, but this mob is down there, and he can't get me. Now, I can actually switch to my weapon. And I can just come down, wipe them out. All right, so it gives you that tactical advantage over certain mobs as well. So very, very cool. There we go. Depending if it's ticking me off. There you go, Octus. Yes. If it's triggering you. Yeah, when you build conveyors and splitters and whatnot, a floor under them brings stuff up to the lift storage machines have even rafteries for coal power, and as well as fluid and main base only have smaller base for oil and then the gas factor. There you go. Making some coffee. There you go. Get that coffee. There's a hover pack in the box. Thank you. Yeah, easier to line up stuff from above. Absolutely. And that's why a lot of people would use the flying mod. I never did. Amazing work with that, Kismet, for sure. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that as well. Yeah, I'm a big fan of being able to do it, but I like to do it. I'm out of wire. I was out of something, everybody. It'll drive you crazy after a while. Look at this. Watch this. We're just going to free fall. Ready? Oh, God, I'm going to die. God, nope. I'm fine. Yeah, it'll drive you crazy that you're constantly out of something. This, that, or the other thing. Got to run back. But you can see how easy it is for me to navigate now. I can just navigate over the top of stuff. I can just navigate around. I can always add more power poles. That's easy. Or even stuff that goes underneath the actual base itself. And I'll do that when I move the base up. I'll make it where you can get around the base very easily by using your hover. It looks like we got our scanner up too, our radar tower. Very nice. So yeah, I want to go over this way. Show you a great little trick with doing this. Let's get our thing out. By the way, this is why they have the coffee cup. So you don't have that big thing in your face or the chainsaw or whatever. Now, while I'm walking over here, everybody, let's go ahead and do a battle. We'll come right back. To battle! All right, time to go to battle. I'm going to go ahead and boost all the peeps on the left side over here by me. I'm going to go in there. Did I put my bomber down in this one? I think I did. Just watch me bomb everybody. Boom! Oh, I took a bunch of them out. Nice. Nice one there. Keep hitting X instead of C to get down. Trying to run back over here and get some stuff. I love these signs because it's just so easy to see what's in the box with the signs. All right, do I already have one? I don't have one. All right, I got to run back. Okay, open the captain's chest. Give you guys some love. Whoa, 50 gold going to Subi Anoxus. Congrats on that super looting you guys just did. Adam coming in with 16 kills. MVP again. Look at you go, Adam. Oh, yeah, we got some more loot here. Now, again, we're going to be doing battles all day long, everybody. Try to get you guys as much loot as possible. God, man, time went by so fast. Can you believe it's been 2 hours already? Wow. Again, this is how Satisfactory is, everybody. When you're having fun, time goes flying by. Now, again, come and join us. You're going to find that link right there in the chat. Put down as many units as you possibly can. It does help out everybody in the group so that everybody gets more loot. All right, over here. We're going to go over here and we're going to make ourselves a Nobilis detonator. But first, we have to make ourselves some object scanners, and we're going to need some beacons. Let's go ahead and make a bunch of beacons here. I forget how many I need. Object scanner needs 3 each, so I'll just make enough until it says I've got 5. It's not going up though. Something. Oh, I need screws. Always need something. So what I'm going to do, everybody, is just kind of run around, have a little bit of fun. Again, we're going to try to get some base building in here. But one of the things that I'll do is I don't like the rifle. I feel like the rifle reloading thing is real awkward, and the cartridges are not enough for the rifle. That's just my take on it. I rarely ever use the rifle at all in the game. I don't feel it's really been tuned well yet for the game. I'm sure they'll adjust it later on. I'm sure they'll come back on a quality pass on it. But the thing I love the most is the Nobilis detonator. It is really, really fun, and you need it for certain reasons, including finding more nodes and then also finding elements around the thing. So we're going to get that going. Of course, it's always a dangerous thing giving me explosives, though. I have accidentally killed my crew many a time by letting Kismet have the rocket launcher in 7 Days to Die, or letting me have the grenades or whatever it is. And then I'll go, oh, hey, I'll throw it over there. And then it bounces off the wall and comes right back, and then we all blow up, which is always a funny thing. All right, I don't do it on purpose. It just seems to happen. Now, what I did is I went ahead and connected this line right over here. One of these things that always make my stomach sink is every time I jump off, whoa, because, you know, you're like, I'm going to fall to my death. But nope. I'm able to dial into that. Now I'm going to go ahead and go right over here, and I noticed this would be a perfect spot for this example, is that I can just go ahead and make my way up here now. I don't necessarily have to put it up here, but I can up here, because this one, I'm still close enough to that one, but I'll put it there. Now what we got right here is rock. Now some rock cannot be destroyed. Like this stuff over here cannot be destroyed or modified in any way. But this type of rock that you see here absolutely can. So I'm going to go over here and get my Nobilis detonator. Make sure it's got that going. I'm going to hit reload. And then we throw that by holding down the left mouse button. Boop. Oh, okay, a little overthrow there. Let's reload. Come on. You got this, bro. Whoa. Okay, something freaky with that. I feel like it's trying to kill me. All right, let's try it again. There we go. All right, it went in there. Huh. Weird. Not working. Let's do this the old-fashioned way. It's called walking. You walk it in there. Then you get away from it, everybody. You don't want to be next to it, obviously, when it goes off. Oh, it's not working. Maybe it's already gone. Maybe it's just an illusion. Oh, God. Clipping. So, yeah, the game thinks it's not there. So that's a bad example. But what happens is you clear stuff. You clear stuff out, and there'll be stuff underneath there. Maybe it's a node. Maybe it's like something that you can collect or whatnot. So you'll have different areas like that. I know I've removed that before, but that was in single player. But you can go in and remove stuff. including the ability to remove trees and things like that. I don't see any trees nearby. Let's see what we got down here that we can bomb from up here. Yeah, there's a tree right there. All right, so we'll reload. And we'll try it. There we go. And we'll toss it down there. Nope, didn't hit it. Now, you got to hit the base of the tree, or you can try to attach it to the side of the tree. And it's got to be something that's destructible, right? Let's try this tree over here. And I've done this a million times, everybody. It's really, really fun. You try to aim right for the tree. And there we go. Now, of course, the other thing to do is if monsters are after you, and of course you have that vertical power now, right? When you have your hover. When you're hovering, you got that vertical power, and you can just throw stuff down on mobs. Even mobs that are ranged, that are shooting at you, you can dodge them. Just throw a bunch of bombs down there, and then right-click, and then bye-bye. They're toast. So it becomes a really fun way of kind of clearing debris. Like that. And you can do it from up above. You don't have to necessarily go down there, use your chainsaw, and do all of that. Now, the thing about Nobilis, though, is that you can make a bazillion of them. You can absolutely make a crazy ton of them and get there. Uh-oh. Yeah, I can't get up there. I can't get up, but no worries. Watch this. Watch this, everybody. Now I can. Because I got my little hover thing, right? So I can hover over that area, get close to this. Now let's keep going. Let's go way up here. And you're like, okay, there's no way you're going to be able to get up there. Well, it's actually a certain amount of height that you can get away from the actual thing that'll bring you up to that higher level. And I usually find it's just about enough. It's just about enough to make another one. And then up we go again. Just about enough to make another one. Then up we go again. And usually there's something nice way up here at the top. Usually this is where you find your real nice little glowy worms that you go ahead and grab. Someone might have already grabbed it from here or wherever it is over here. A great way to get up to those higher areas using your hover pack, whatnot. Now you can also use your jetpack. Jetpack works pretty much in the same way. Make sure I've got some stuff. Where you can actually have more control, but it's not based on the actual power. So if I just like leap off the top of here, I can use the jetpack to slow me down. Now, jetpack uses jetpack fuel, which you can see, or fuel in general, packaged fuel. But it only goes for so long. So it's not like you can fly around forever. You can fly for a certain amount. You'll see that bar start to go down. And the second that bar runs out, boom, you drop like a rock. And you can't, the one thing about the jetpack is you can't stop your fall, right? Unless you leave a little bit. And I usually leave a little bit at the end just so I can stop my deceleration. But you can see if I press the space bar while I'm falling, it doesn't do anything. It's not like the hovercraft. The hovercraft will start to spin a little bit and protect you from just straight falling to your death. Which is why I like the hovercraft as well as a great means of getting around. Though the jetpack's great as well. Like I can go ahead and just do a little Superman off the top of here. Da, 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 da. And just tap it. Now this is something I learned in Fallout 4. You should just tap the spacebar. You don't hold it down. You're just floating. You're what's known as gapping. You're gapping between one and the other. And look how far I went. From way over there to where I am, right? Now look out for this guy. Because he's got something to say. And I got something to say back. That's for you.
Personnel in the area. Proceed with harvest before it's too late.
Come on, throw the... I don't know what's going on with my thing today. There we go. Oh, it's delayed.
Complied.
I'm gonna die! I'm out!
Your contract legally compels you to harvest this artifact.
Sorry. I don't care about my contract. I care about my really low health right there. Now, when you're taking that guy on, everybody, there are different health things that you can do. To do it, like one thing is run away. If you just hold still for a minute, it actually goes back up to 3. Now, that guy can normally one-shot you when you are low health like that. I lucked out and there's a bit of lag there that you saw. I was throwing it. I was clicking the button. It wasn't blowing it up. And that typically happens when you're on a server because it's got to pull the server and the server's got to pull back and whatnot. And the more things that it's calculating on the server, the more things that the more delay you're going to have. But if I just sit for a while, you'll see that health will eventually come back. Now, my particular thing that I like to do there is throw a bunch of those down, but from really far away. If you get close to him, he'll aggro. But if you're not close to him, you can just keep lobbing them in there and put like 10 of them down, and then boom, kill them all in one big shot, which is awesome. Now, another thing we could do is we could use these little things that we got in here as actual food. We can double click those and go nom nom nom. And then we can get this one over here. Nom nom nom. Now I'll get our health back up again. Now I don't need to go fight that guy because that thing that we saw doesn't really do anything in game yet. There's no real reason for me to go over there and grab it. But eventually it will do something. I'm sure in the long run. I'm just kind of looking around, see if anything. I'm sure they've already gotten that over there. But let's go see. Anyway, let's go take a look. Now again, I'm going to go back to the hover. Again, I prefer the hover. Just a really cool idea. Uh-oh. Trying to press my thing to get my power line. There we go. Run the power line there. Now, I highly suggest putting a power line in between and not just running it straight across, because that'd be in trouble. You might not make it, is what I'm saying. See? I'm dipping down, and then it connected in. Yep. Now over here, this is awesome. These are alternate recipes and other resources you can grab, especially early game, right? When maybe you're not to modular frames yet or anything like that, but you need your modular frames. These little hard drives that you find, basically drop pods. Now to do this drop pod, I'm going to need 10 rotors to open it. Now obviously we got some 10 rotors over that way. So let's head back. Use our little flying machine here. Now, a much faster way, obviously, to get back would be the hypertubes or trains. Trains are like your fastest thing to get from A to B. And this is why I'd like to have both the hovercraft and the skates, because I think you could wear both of them at the same time if you were trying to make it realistic. I think you can wear skates and the hover thing so that when you're just running and you don't have power to float, you can use that. But it is a little annoying to have to do that every time. just enough. Okay, what are we looking for? Rotors. So we're going to go ahead and grab some rotors over here, which I'm surprised I didn't have any on me. That's definitely a staple of what you want. I'm just going to work my way. Yeah, Fred, get going. Yeah. One of the things when you get on Fred's back, he makes you bounce. Like boing, 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 boing. So I can't even stand on him because it'll just bounce me back up again, which is real fun. Head over this way. Again, holding down the shift key, go a little faster. And then watch as I start to dip. Hold down spacebar to keep yourself from splatting. It'll spin a little bit to keep you going. And then back over here. So you can use this as a transport system as well. Your hovercrafts itself. Now, I don't use alternate recipes on the stream, but they are fun. And look, it automatically put it in there. Very nice. And there we go. So now we got a hard drive. And then we take the hard drive and we take it back there, and then we can choose between 3 different alternate recipes, in which the alternate recipes are usually more efficient than your base recipes as well. But again, I don't typically use them on stream because most people, when they're starting their factories, won't have that particular recipe that I have, and then it makes it confusing, I think. So that's why I don't do them on stream. But you guys are welcome to come in and do alternate recipes on the server. Go right ahead. Okay, so as you can see, it made it real easy for me to get up, grab that thing, make myself back and forward. And that's basically the gist of using those powerfuls for that. And also, you'll see that you won't need hypertubes anymore to go from level to level. Very, very useful. Very awesome. There we go. Some of the toes rocks are bugged out in the server. I see that. Yes, I see that. Well, it's going to restart later, so they might be unbugged later on. We'll see. But again, remember, the server version is even worse than the solo version because they're still working on it, right? They're still working on it. And then the thing about servers is there's always like a lag issue between the time in which it sends you the information, because you have to go over the internet back and forth and get the latest information, especially when other people are building. And I feel like their netcode's not too bad. Pretty decent if you think about the gigantic size of a base we got going right now. Look at this. I mean, come on now. This is some serious stuff for that server to calculate. There's a bunch of stuff up there. There's some builds over on that side. There's even more gigantic amount of builds that way. If you missed it earlier, I went on a little bit of tour of the base. Now, the other thing I wanted to show was some vertical stuff that we can do, and that is we can go ahead and just use this kind of awesome side connectors here. Basically make this into like an elevator. Up we go. Now, there aren't actually elevators in the game yet. Now we're way up here, right? Now we really got a bird's eye view. And so on. But we're not high enough. I'm going to back out a little bit. Now, look at that. Just floating in the middle of the air. I mean, I have vertigo, or really I have a middle channel ear imbalance, which makes me dizzy all the time. And that does make me dizzy, everybody. So we'll just keep building. And then we'll just keep attaching our power as we go up, kind of like floors almost. A great way to vertical build, everybody, when you get to this stage of the game. Just keep going up. It feels like an elevator, doesn't it? Because of the walls. And it feels very much like elevators. All right, how are we getting? Not quite there yet, but we're getting there. A bit more. This makes me nervous that I'm going to fall, everybody. It gives me that feeling of falling when I'm doing this. But you know what? You can't be too fearful. You gotta just go with it. All right. And he's already got a platform here. Now, I can do my own platform, but he's already got one going. So I'm going to do the wonderful zooping. Oh, it's such a fantastic thing. I love me some zooping, everybody. That's where you have the ability to do a whole bunch of them in a row. Just like you can take them out in a row. If you hit F and hold down Control, you can take a whole bunch of them out. But now you can put a whole bunch of them in, up to 10 of them at any given time. You can do railings. You can do all sorts of different stuff. It doesn't work with machinery, but it does work with your building materials. So there we go. So that feels like the top area to me. And again, he's already got it established up here. But how does it match up to our walls here, right? And so it looks like it matches up pretty well to the base down below, because you can see that it's at the same thing. Now, what we've been doing is we've been using the world grid. They added the ability to basically lock into the world grid. So if you build something way over there and you build something way over here and you want them to connect to each other, well, if you've got it snapped to the world grid, you can go ahead and run it from A to Z. Oh, I can see a train. See up there in the radar, a train moving? There's a train moving somewhere. Oh, look at this cool. Now, again, there's another cool thing about bird's eye view, everybody. You can see the way he did what's known as a circle train. You have that kind of roundabout train where it comes in, turns around, goes back the other way. Now, I'm a big fan of push-pull trains because the train's got to stop anyway. And that's where you put an engine on both sides, and then you have your storage in between. And so it'll come in, stop at the station, and then turn around and go back out the other way along that single line. Now, of course, if you're running multiple trains, then you're going to be in trouble because they have collisions in the thing. So if you got used to having trains that weren't colliding into each other, look out, because they will fully run into each other. Now, I mean, they'll boom, and then they'll knock off the whole entire line and all of that. But I love trains. So this is where the train level I like to be, way up here. And that's why, because most of the extractions are not going to be there. Now, I would probably bring it up just a little bit more here. And we can always just kind of match this in here. A little bit more. We're going to do it. We might as well do it right. And that's just to get a bit over the rest of this. But you can always run under it, I think. Yeah, we just run under it. Run around. And that's up higher than the water is. So if we did run stuff over the top of that water, hopefully it wouldn't interfere with that. I think that's good. Okay, that's once we know what we want to do, then we go to it. Boom. We just start zooping. And zooping while you're in your jetpack is awesome. Is awesome. Hover pack. This used to be way harder, everybody. Way harder to do. Now, even though the power poles are on the other side, I can still go down this way. It just needs to be nearby where you're at. Now, one of the fun things I like to do is just free fall. And then save myself right at the very end, because you just go down faster. That's why. Hypertube would be way faster to hypertube up and down than to even to hover or to even to fall. Hypertubes go way faster, especially on the way down. Now, here's one of the things you never want to do, and I saw it on their stream on the community thing, is when they had their hypertube. Instead of having it flat and aiming this way, they had it aimed at the ground. So when you're coming down, you basically kill yourself by running into the ground. You can't kill yourself coming out of the hypertube. If you run into something, you're going super fast, and you smack into something, you absolutely die doing that. Very, very fun. Yes, death. Death alert. Okay, so look at that. That's how far that's going to be up. It's going to be way up there and whatnot. And then we're also going to lift up our space elevator. Now, what it also does is allow us to build in different segments as we go up. And also to close in certain areas as well. You can build it so you don't see all those areas. You don't see all the lines running and all of that. One of the cool things that I see people do is they run really wide lines, meaning they're running every single thing along really wide conveyors, and then they put it way at the bottom or in a sandwich level in between, and then you have this giant running lines that are going along, and then you can see the status of them at any given time, and then they cover them up with some glass on top, which is really cool. I really dig that stuff, but again, most of the stuff that I do, I wait till the later game. I wait till this stage when I have the fastest belts and the more stuff, because otherwise you're rebuilding it, rebuilding it, rebuilding it, rebuilding it, rebuilding it, rebuilding it. And my time is my most important thing. For sure, for sure. Okay, so we want to get this hub up there. Now, another thing we want to do is we want to get these to go all the way up there. Now, one of the things I did notice is you can't zoop those. That would be nice. That would be nice, but no. No zooping of the storage containers. So now what we got to do is we got to go that way. We got to go this way. And then we need more loots. We need a little bit of everything, I think. I think we're running out of plates. We're running out of all of it. So let's really stock up here. What do I got on me? I can get rid of. I got a bunch of other random stuff. Definitely can get rid of a lot of that. Let's see what else we're running low on. How's our pipes? Let's get some pipes. Let's stock up now that we have this giant backlog of resources. Now, based on when I take stuff out of the box here, what it's going to do also is to start back up those particular productions until it fills the box up again. So even if I do take out a whole box of it, it'll start up, fill the box back up again, and then the next person will have plenty to use. So we got our plates, we got our stuff here, we got all of this. Some of this stuff can go in the miscellaneous box, aka random loot. Oh, this actually could go in the other one. Put that in there. Let's see. Do I really need this right now? Probably not. I'll put that in there. The second I take stuff off is the second I find out that I need it later on, usually. And then another thing I'll do if I'm not using a certain type of equipment, like right now I'm not going to use a jetpack, so I'll take the jetpack out and the fuel for the jetpack and just put the, oh, there's a bunch of them in there. There's a bunch of them in the thing. Also put the hard drive in there since I'm not using that. I'm not using this gunpowder, I can tell you that. That I might just put right here in the awesome sink. Going on there, a little lag. Just put that in the awesome sink and bye-bye. Gets rid of that extra bit of resources. Experience kinetic energy. Exactly. Exactly, Portis. All right. And so we got all that going. Let's put our Nautilus back on us here. And anything else? I'm surprised. Where's my vehicle? Oh, we haven't done the vehicle yet. That's right. I never made one. We didn't get around to it last time. Anybody make any extras? Nope. Well, I'll go make myself one. One of my favorite things, and it makes me laugh every time I play this game, because I know if I was working for a gigantic space corporation, this is the exact vehicle they would give you, everybody. They're like probably a mega quadrillionaire corporation, right? And this is your vehicle. This is what they give you. And then you're all cramped in there and whatnot, and you're just like, you know, getting like back problems from going from different part of the factory to another. You're all crouched forward like that. This is exactly what a mega corporation, trillion-dollar mega corporation would give you as a vehicle. It's just so awesome. Now, also, if it's a red alert, you can click your left mouse button and drive from place to place. Ah, God, who let Kismet drive? The animators in this game are amazing, everybody. They're really exceptionally good. I know. I've done lots of animation and 3D graphics. Yeah, so that's awesome. Now, I always keep my car with me everywhere. Wherever I go, that is always one of the staples that are in my stuff here. Now, once I get to the bombs, by the way, I'll get rid of the chainsaw. I don't need a chainsaw anymore. I just blow it up. I don't need to cut anything down. If I do, I'll come back for it. And whatnot. So I'll go ahead and take the chainsaw out, even though I do have an extra slot anyway, but I don't need to carry it around with me because I'm not going to use it. Now, the other thing here is the rifle, and if you guys have never seen the rifle, I'll go ahead and pull that out just for a second so you guys can see that. I don't think we have, do we have any rifle ammo? Doesn't look like it. And we'll go put that there. Honking. There it is. All right, here's the rifle. So what you do is you make rifle ammo for it here. Rifle cartridge. What else do we need? Black powder and rubber. All right, now this is the advantage, again, of organizing all your stuff. Go over here, and I threw that black powder away. That's funny. And then the other thing, which I've already forgotten, rubber over here. Believe me, you're going to have rubber coming out your ears, everybody. Way too much. Way too much. Now, one of the things that we could do in the back of this, by the way, before this feeds into here, is to do what's known as an overflow run. So if we wanted everything to keep running at maximum all the time, what you can do is you can make a sorter system behind your finished box that says, hey, is this box full? Yes. Do I have overflow? Yes. Then go ahead and run it out into the awesome sink. And I would probably do that at the bottom, because this way you'd have all of the boxes filled, and then it says, yep, I have too much. Okay, awesome sink it. But I would imagine we've opened up everything in the awesome sink. I saw 145 tickets there. That's a lot of tickets for the awesome sink, or the awesome shop here. Really, this stuff's not been unlocked yet. I'm surprised. I am stunned. I am stunned they haven't gone in there and unlocked it. They unlocked some of the lights. Lights control panel, very nice. I'm stunned. They're welcome to go ahead and unlock all of that stuff. I like the pipe wall attachments. These I especially like, these wall power outlets. Foundations. My favorite foundation is actually this right here, the double ramp. But you don't actually need the double ramp as much as you needed before. The double ramp is great because you can just run an edge like that. And normally it was like the only one you could really just kind of make go up in a ramp or down in a ramp at the same time you were working on, instead of having to do a foundation and then put a ramp and then foundation ramp, which how you had to do it in the old days. But now that they have zooping, you don't have to do that at all, because it will zoop a ramp just as well as anything else. So we go ahead and do this. We can just zoop a ramp up just like that without having to put the things in between, which is awesome. Awesome. We can also take it all right back out again. Bam, there we go. So we are making some ammo for the rifle. Again, I hope they eventually fix the rifle. I think it's a good idea. All right, more beacons. I don't think I've ever made like a thing that makes beacons. I don't think I've ever made like a factory, part of the factory that makes beacons. I usually don't have to. It's really easy to make. Now, if you hit spacebar, look, hands-free. You can get it to go on lock, right? You don't have to make a macro or anything like that anymore. It's actually built into the game. We can go ahead and make that. Now I got a 50 cartridge here. Let's reload. All right. And there we go. We're out of ammo just that quick. Now we got 40 left. Maybe we should go over there and see if we can take out that other guy. I'll just show you a bit of the rifle. Get it going. Oh, time for another battle. I like the fact that he called that train thing right when I said it, and then I looked at the sign and then realized he had already figured it out. Big love to LOC on that one. Now again, if you are in the server, everybody, make sure to be working together and say, hey, I'm working on this thing and that thing, the other thing, so that everybody knows that's what that production board is for. So you know who's on, who's playing, who's working on different parts of the factory, what parts of the factory still need to be done. A great way of communicating. All right, let's go get this guy. We're going to use our vertical power. Oh. Did not build it? Didn't build it. Okay, vertical power, everybody. Here we go.
Harvest it.
Now the trick is, don't hit him. Oh, otherwise he's going to shoot at you like that.
Picking up multiple FICS personnel in the area. Proceed with harvest before it's too late. Comply.
Dead. Okay, one of the problem with the server lag is that you can't see where you're dying. And you can't see where they're shooting you because it's doing the thing. I'm going to mute him. You can't see where you're getting hit. As you can see there, I was like moving left when it's coming at me right, moving left or right. And it's okay if you die, everybody. It's no big deal, right? You die, no big deal. You right mouse button. And what it's going to do is it's going to drop all your stuff on the ground. And you can just go ahead and run back over there. Now, the smart thing to do is if you have an extra one, is to grab an extra one of these. And yes, I did die on purpose, everybody. I was just there trying to throw that doubt out of them. And I've killed these thousands of times. I've played through the game 30, 40 times. You don't need to tell me stuff every single time I do something, everybody. Just keep that in mind. If you are playing with me, I do stuff on purpose because it's fun. And it shows people stuff in the stream. So what I would do is I would grab another one because you got an extra one. Or I would definitely grab something to heal your health because you usually go down to 3. Now, normally when you're taking on this type of mob, you'd want to have higher health. Now, really the goal of what I wanted to do was try to hit the mob. And I do this in single player, much easier because you can see them shooting at you. And then also you can see where your bombs are going in more real time. And so what you want to do is kind of put the bombs around the mob, where the mob is, and then you right-click and you blow up the mob dies. It's awesome. Now, you can also hit the mob, but the second you hit the mob with the thing, or it attaches to the mob with the bomb, they're going to aggro on you. Now, of course, if they're a weaker mob, then they're pretty easy to do, where you can go ahead and just... you can go ahead and just blow them up with one hit. 1 or 2 hits, usually. Or 1 or 2 bombs. Again, so I died, went back, no big deal. All the stuff's right here. Now, remember, you started with nothing in the game in the first place, right? Plus, we have every single thing I have there. I could just go back and get again. And then sometimes this happens. This kind of weirdness with your stuff. Even though your stuff does show up right here. Right? There's a little weirdness with it showing still on the ground. You just put your stuff back in here. Let's give that another... Oh, he's aggroed.
Harvest it.
let's try the rifle. So awkward. It's so awkward. Dead again. Wee, free falling. I'm free. Free falling. Right mouse button. There we go. Now again, a lot of people that get triggered when they die to break the keyboard, to get all crazy. I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna put some numbers up on the board today, everybody. We already had 945. Now I gotta put up a few more numbers here. What are we at now? 9, 5, 6, 7. We're at 947 today. Again, don't. In fact, you know, when you're playing most games, when you're playing like MMOs or other games like that, it's best to get your death out of the way. Your first death out of the way. Then you're not always worried about dying and whatnot. It doesn't bother me at all to die. It's fine. You can run around, do whatever you need to do, have a lot of fun. And again, now you can also take on that mob with your main weapon, which is usually how I do it. Is run over there and just wipe them out. I don't use the rifle at all and whatnot. And it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun to do that as well. Now again, reminder for the 100th time, everybody, you don't need to come and save me. You don't need to come help me. You don't need to come give me stuff when I'm talking about it on stream and whatnot. It's something I talk about a lot because people, you know, they come in, they try to be nice. Hey, welcome back, LOC. They try to be nice. They hear me on stream. Oh, God, Kismet needs the vehicle. Kismet needs this. Kismet needs that. No, I'm just talking about stuff. I'm just, you know, entertaining my peeps here on the stream. You keep doing what you're doing, and I'll keep doing what I'm doing. Now, you might be like, Kismet, now you're screwed. Your stuff's way down there. Hold on, watch this. You know what we're going to do. We're just going to take this. Oh, I don't have it. Oh, I should have brought some wire. We could have brought some wire and brought that. I forgot the wire part, but that's okay. Watch this little trick. Our box is down there. Now, one of the worst things that can happen with your stuff, watch as I rotate my way down, is that your stuff gets glitched through the ground. It might be the case. It's right here. Yep, it might be underneath. And sometimes that happens. And it's okay. You can always make that stuff again. Remember, it's early access, everybody, so it's going to have a little issues along the way. Yeah, maybe I can see it popping up out of the ground. Again, my crate is this way, and it's right here. It's right here. Huh? It might also be up there. There is an elevation to where it tells you where it's elevated to. Now again, it's right here in front of me. I'm facing toward it. It's not really telling me it's up above, because when I was floating down here, it was telling me it was down below. But who knows where it is now. And when you die in the ground, you could lose it. Now again, I can jump off of here. Use my little jump skills. And there it is. Alright, cool. We found it. Again, watch out for that, everybody. Now, it could have also been lag. Now, the thing I could do, everybody, is try to get that power that's way up here, down here. Now, it would have been easier from where I was. But you could build from a really long distance from A to Z and whatnot in there. Now, of course, if I had the jetpack, that would be real useful right now. But let's go ahead and wander the wilds. Wander the wilds, that is our base. Now, you have a built-in light that loves to turn itself off. Drives me crazy. All right, we got anybody over here? Let's get our stuff back on again. Hold on. Get this going.
Picking up multiple FICS personnel in the area. Proceed with harvest before it's too late.
Uh-huh. Until I'm on it.
Comply.
Now, whenever you see that, everybody, there's somebody usually around. Now, my crew might have already gotten rid of them. Oh, I'm glitched. Ah, God.
You are so lucky that you found this most valuable artifact.
I'm glitched. I'm glitched. Okay, hold on. I'll show you a little trick.
Harvest.
Ah. All right. I gotta do it, everybody. Nope. I'm racking up some points today, right? Racking them up. All right, now this time I'll try to remember to bring some of the wire. Could be super useful. Bring some wire on this round. That's why we have 946 deaths, everybody. I just kamikaze over there. It's a lot of fun. Hey, kids, how goes it? Good, good. Having lots of fun. Yeah, I'm at 63, at least in the chat. Can't believe another Kismet is upon us, right? Yes, another Kismet is upon us. You, Kiz Kringle, will be back tomorrow. Right now, doing a giveaway for Stream Raiders. If you guys want to win yourself an awesome free skin over there, I actually have several of them to get to give away today, and I am way slacking on it. Speaking of battle, while I'm making my way back over this way as I float along, I'm going to go ahead and do a battle. Let's go. Battle! Let's go on this battle. Let's get it going. I'm going to go ahead and boost you guys right there. Just died. I thought I could make it. Oh well. Open the capture chest. Grants reward. Subi, Adam getting some love. Arkaner coming in MVP with the 14 kills there. Nice job. Died again. Died again because I looked away right when I was using my jetpack. That'll teach me. Getting the big numbers up on the board. Let's go. Boom. Let's try to get you guys a loyalty skin here. We're going to run a bit long on the stream today. We'll go ahead and use my bomber. I got him too close there. And let's go ahead and get back to some Satisfactory and try to finish this up. All right, now I've died a bunch of times, and I'm dying on purpose, everybody. And the reason why what happens is what'll happen is you'll have multiple of our. Oh, we should use the zip line. Oh, I haven't used that in a while. All right, let's. Well, I had to make a bunch of those things. Too much work. Let's see. Yeah, we can make another jetpack now. We'll just navigate the old-fashioned way. One of the things that happens is when you die multiple times is that you will end up with multiple items or multiple boxes. Now, I like to jump down. That's my thing. And I'll jump down. And you're like, well, Kismet, why don't you bring health stuff? Why don't you bring all of that stuff to heal yourself? Yeah, you can do that if you want. Sure, you play however you want. I'm going to play however I want. And usually I do. Whenever I go exploring, I will get my health all the way up to maximum. But if you watch my stream, you might get triggered because I just kind of run around most of the time and don't do it at all. Don't heal myself at all most of the time. Now, here's one thing I did. So I just died on purpose so I could drop that there. So now I got one box there. And again, you can see your crates up there at the top. And you can see that there's a crate back that way. There's a crate this way and that way. And usually that's indicating where you left your particular stuff. And this looks like it's already been cleared here, so we'll just go ahead and run along this bottom edge here. Now, as you're running around, you might find some stuff. Whoa, or you may do like a little time zone there. You might find some stuff that you can grab and then put in your hands here. And then nom nom. There you go. And then, of course, as I get stuff back, I can use my jetpack now. But again, what you can do very easily is you run out of jetpack and you fall to your death, which I looked away for a minute, and that's exactly what happened. I ran out of the ability to do it. And then you make your way back. Now, watch out for these things, because they do get you glitched. These wood things. Again, normally there's a mob nearby. So we'll go back to hover. We'll put all our stuff in here. Like this. Again, the game's not really that hard, everybody. It's not... I'm just kind of fooling around right now. But it's really not that hard. I could have killed that mob really easily. I could have ran up there, just hit him a few times. You would have been dead, especially as at full health. But here's one of the things that's a problem. You cannot get rid of that thing. Right? Which is what you would want to do, right? Especially if it's glitching you out. You'd want to throw a few of these on there. But that definitely should have took care of it there. Now this over here, apparently, I didn't know this, but this is apparently some other previous person.
Harvest it.
I got it, girl. There we go. We got it. Now let's go ahead and backlog a little bit here. I think I showed enough about dying and having fun doing that. We're going to go ahead and backtrack just a little bit till we get right about here. And then back up we go. Again, using these as elevators is awesome. Oh, look, there's a respawn up here. Oh. All right, let's see if we can do this time. Ah, he's already shooting at me. Darn it. And much harder to do. Much harder to do in this mode on the server than it is to do in single player. All right, hold on. It just warned me that I got to go let my kids in. Hold on. We'll get way down here. Much harder to do in server, as I noticed. All right, I'll be right back, everybody. I'm going to vanish for just a second, and then I shall be right back. Boop. All right, I'm back, everybody. I muted him a little long there. My bad. All right, so again, it does seem like it's a little tougher on the server than it is in single player. This is one of my favorite things. Whoa, hello. One of my favorite things to do is to get them from far away. This guy sure does aggro on me pretty early. Let's go over this way. Let's go over here. See if we can get this going on. Trick is to do it from really far away, where he doesn't see you. Look at him moving around over there. A little awkward. Like that definitely needs some work. Oh, that was over there. I thought it was up here at the top, but no, he's over there. All right, where'd he go? I don't know, but I have a feeling he's just going to pop up somewhere right in front of me. All right, back to work over here. I wonder if that's the guy from this side. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is what's going to get me killed. Going to get me killed. Yeah, I think it might have been the guy from this side is over there now. Well, hey, whatever works.
Breaking news from Earth. Widespread chaos and mayhem. World President urges all citizens to do their part and harvest alien artifacts.
I don't think I've ever heard that dialogue before. Cool. Why's my hover pack not working? All of a sudden, my power is no longer working. Did you disconnect my power? What are you doing?
No,
I see you flying around over there.
I am on top of the mountain, all just so.
Weird. Shows my power there. Something glitchy going on. Look at that. See, it's supposed to let me go up above the power pole.
The power pole has power anyway.
Yeah, that's what I did. I just looked at the power and whatnot. Weird. It's acting real glitchy. I feel like I should restart the server. I feel like it's super glitchy. Server very, very glitchy. But that tells you a bit about how to get around. And then I tried to show you how to kill the mob, but obviously it's not working very well. You know what we do? Here's what we'll do. We'll jump down and we'll go kill these other mobs. That's what we'll do. Wah! Wop, wop, wop. See the difference between that and the jetpack? Because you didn't just fall to your death. You can actually rotate the hover thing a little bit. What are you doing? Why are you walking slow? There we go. You got a little glitch there or something. There's something funky going on for sure. I can sense it. All right, let's try these bombs on something else. There we go. Again, superior air power. There we go. And see, I took out the rock there too. So again, great way of clearing stuff, great way of opening stuff up, getting rid of mobs, killing mobs off, and all of that. Seems like it's working again because I think the FICS is coming through. The server will automatically restart itself at some point. Now, I didn't get much done, everybody. I just kind of looked through everything and got at least a little bit of done up here. And I kind of feel like here's what I'll do, is I will just go ahead and label that as the train level. Oh, and let's have some fun with some vertical hypertubes. Let's do that real quick. Okay, so kind of like an elevator, what we can do is we can go ahead and use a hypertube floor hole. Like this. And then we can go ahead and use our ability to fly and get our coffee cup out so we're not looking at our thing the whole time and don't blow each other up. And then we can go ahead and get a general idea of... I don't think I've made my hypertube thing yet. Yeah, I haven't even made my... Number 2 is usually my second quick bar down there is my hypertubes. So let's get those in there. 1, hypertube entrance, stacker number 3. Normally I make this number 4, but we're going to make the whole number 4 this time. There we go. And then we'll bring this up. And let's say there as a random side. But we're going to go ahead and click... Oh, I don't have any copper sheets. Of course I don't. Of course I don't. Copper sheets. Go down there. Man, I am pressing all the wrong buttons. I get rid of that stupid thing out of my face. There we go. Pressing all sorts of wrong buttons today. Get our copper sheets. And up we go. Oh man, this is so weird with it clipping me back each time. All right, so I'm just kind of randomly connected there. And I don't think we're going to be able to make it to there, but what the heck? Let's just give it a go. That's really, really far. But you know what? You try until you die, right? There. See, that's as far as it'll go, right there. And it doesn't really matter how I space. Basically, what we're making here is like an elevator. As long as the things connect, that's all that really matters in the end. Now, here's something I want to test. Right there. And then down. Entrance. Oh, I didn't put my power on this too. Let's put my power in there. Now, I never do the power poles, everybody. I always do the power lines because it just will automatically make a pole. Or in this case, I just want to connect it to this entrance. Not allowing me to connect it. Oh, did it put the entrance in? Oh, interesting. It doesn't snap in those things. So that's one of the things I wanted to test to see if it would snap in there. But it does not. Hold on, let's take all that out. Do I have one? See, there's one up there. See? Okay, we're learning. This is part of the fun, everybody. Don't tell me nothing. I don't like when people tell me stuff. I like to experiment. If I want to know something, I'll say, hey, so-and-so, tell me such and such thing. But if I don't say, then don't tell me. I don't ask specifically in the chat. All right. Why is this not snapping it? Huh. Look at that. Weird. Take it out. Back in, see if that helps. Yep. So, it thinks it wants to snap to the top. If I rotate it, it's snapping to the top side, not necessarily to the bottom. Not snapping to the bottom, just snapping to the top. And I just learned that. Okay. Interesting to know. And then we'll just go ahead and bring this out. Ooh, okay. Hold on. Build mode. There we go. Get it in the noodle mode. Oh, wait. I don't typically like them to be down at that low level. The reason why is you'll be walking by and then all of a sudden, bam, you think, wow, this thing is not... It's like if I take it out, then I can't put it back in again. I have to take the actual tube out again. That's interesting. And then, again, we already got it in noodle mode. Noodle mode. Then up a couple. There we go. Put in our entrance. Run that over there. Alright, now we got a working tube there, but now we got to make all the rest of this work. Again, so once you take it out, it's like all of a sudden now it won't no longer attach to it. It tries to attach to the top. So like that definitely needs more work. But, you know, we'll work around it. That's what we do. When another one's attached. Acts funky. There we go. Okay. Now, let's see what happens when we go into a vertical one. What happens when we get to the top? That's cool. That's cool stuff. I love the fact that they added it where you can go through the foundations. Very cool. Ah, God. Almost fell to my death. So what happened is I got to the top, and I bounced off the top and almost fell down to my death, which is why I left the power here, everybody, in case that was a thing. So you definitely need to be able to come up out of there, otherwise it bounces you down to that lower level, which is what I was testing. Then up here, and I don't like it at the ground level. I like it where you just kind of jump up into it, so you don't accidentally go into it over and over again. All right, there we go. Let's test it out on the way down. Ah, God! Ah, too fast! Bam! I just rammed my face into that thing from way over there. You can't actually slow yourself down by holding down S, by the way. If you are going too fast, you don't kill yourself. Now, I usually keep mine straight, and it's good to have something to block you. Like, if you have it set and then you have, like, a foundation and you're coming down like that, it'll fire you clear over the foundation. You just fall to your death there. So good to get that down. And, of course, I have the backup plan of my hover or the jetpack. In case you do get ricocheted off or something goes horribly wrong or someone makes one where it fires you off on the side. Definitely want to watch out for that. I just want to go ahead and just kind of establish this level. Again, like right here. See, if I had only put one, I would have ended up right off the side I went. So I want to go ahead and establish that as our train level. So that'll let everybody else go ahead and have some fun building out those trains way up here. Now I gotta remember, where is my signs? Where are you hiding? Organization. There we go. So we'll go ahead and put the... Oh, I forgot my stuff. That's okay. I have a really fast hypertube. And I remember putting some of this away in here, so perfect time to get that back. And then back up. I love vertical hypertubes, everybody. I think that's just such a great addition to the game. Same thing with pipes. You can make them go through foundations and lifters. Really great change here in Update 5. Absolutely. All right, let me catch up on chat a little bit because I got focused there. I go on the blue crater. Couple of an hour ago on the blue crater. Oh, happened to you too. Yes, another Kismet is coming up. What's better, the Zapper or the Candy Cane? Candy Cane. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Stream Raiders. It was glitching out on me earlier. I would suggest just refresh it. Hold down the Option key. Click on the refresh screen. Maybe it'll get you going. You like the Kiz sound effects? Yeah, they're the best. They come at no extra charge. Can you set up a specific channel in Discord for that is on the server? For those that are on the server, you're in that. You're in that. Tycoons Live is for playing on the Satisfactory server. Though I could just make you another channel called Satisfactory. I mean, hey, it's just as easy. Watch this. I can do it like in 2 seconds. You ask and you shall receive. I know you were down there in the New World one, and everybody was wondering, like, who's that guy in the New World one? He's not on the roster. My peeps are always having fun. Let's do it. I'll make all my Satisfactory peeps a special Satisfactory channel. How about that? There you go. And then I'll go ahead and pull it back up here, right underneath Tycoons Live. There you go. Now you guys are welcome to it. But Tycoons Live, that's what it is for anyway. It's for any other Tycoons that aren't playing New World. If you're playing another game, you can get into Tycoons Live, whether you're playing on the Astroneer server or the Satisfactory server or the 7 Days to Die server or the Valheim server or the Ark server or the Minecraft server. Yes, I've had all of those servers before. And then even more than that, Conan and a bunch of other ones I could list off. But there you go. Yeah, you didn't know that. Yeah, that's what it's there for. The Tycoons Live is there for everybody. But I made you a special one for Satisfactory so people can see when people are in Satisfactory. So you and LOC, when you're in there having a good time playing together, you have a special channel just for you. How about that? All right, and for other Teamer Tycoons who are helping on the channel. Great way to communicate with each other. Okay, so I'm up here. I'm making a sign. That's what I'm doing. And just so I can make this nice and easy, and I think LOC is watching anyway, but I'm going to make this nice and easy and say, where is it? Where's my text? Oh, I was going to show the thing earlier. I forgot. I was going to show how to change the various things. I'll do it right now. That is way too big. Way too big. Small billboard. That's a small one. Let's do a display sign. That's too small. Come on, what do we got? 2? Yeah, more like that. Okay. Put it up just a little bit. Okay, now one of the things they showed me is that you can go in and click layout, which I didn't even know that was there. And you can actually go ahead and change this to something else. And so you can click on this number 10 here, save the settings, and then you go in to configure it, and then look, now it's got text, and you can just say train level. Now it might be a little big for that, but you can't go in the layout here and actually set it to the smaller text right there. Now one of the things that this does is actually, on some of them, it will reverse the text. So you have one part that's reversed and one part that is not. Which it does help differentiate between the two different texts if you're trying to do something visual. I'm a graphic designer. I'm usually trying to do that. So there you go. Train level. And then have fun. There you go. Save sign settings. Now, one of the things I can do is I can copy the settings right here. And then I can jump up to get into the Hyper 2. Wham my face into that again. Get another sign here. And then go down here, and I can just paste the settings from the previous one right in there. Oh, it should have. Well, this is a different type of sign. Different type of sign. So, again, train level up above. There we go. And let's go ahead and see if we can find a train in here. Let's see. Equipment. Buildings. Will the train car be a building? Question. Would they consider that a building? I guess I could just put the train station in there. Yeah, I can just put the train station in. Oh, it's fluid platform, freight, train station. Oh, and then I canceled it. Nice job. Way to fail. Way to misclick. All right. Well, we know it's in there now. Right there. Select image. Okay. And then actually I like that other layout, so it was trying to tell me something. There we go, like that. I like the icon a little bit bigger. Oh yeah, there we go. Train level up above. So now I've established the train level. Now really what I want to do also is I want to establish that these are going to go up and up and up and up. Yeah, this is going to be some serious storage. For sure. So let's go ahead and now use our vertical ability to fly using our hovercraft. Now, of course, you definitely want to fix these as you go, everybody. You want to have them make sure they're going the right direction based on the other one that's down below. You want to alternate like this. And once you tell it to alternate, it usually remembers. And you can see that it's alternating as I'm going up. And I'm using the power that I put on this wall to work more vertically. Just to give them a little gist. Now, they can come in and go ahead and add the rest of this in. Put in all of these boxes and raise everything up. Just don't move the hub until I come back tomorrow, which I'm going to move the hub and all of that. Still going. That's a lot of boxes. That is an insane amount of boxes. But awesome. Oh, this is going to work out too. I think that's just going to work out nicely. Let's float around this side. Now this makes me feel like I'm falling, everybody. Really does trigger my vertigo. But, oh, that doesn't end up correctly. Ah, ha, ha. See, that particular level is not good because it doesn't end up correctly on the output. But that's okay. Then what we would do is we would put the train level behind it here. This would be the train where you would run the train into the back of it there. And then you can zoom out. Try to, anyway. I got to go back in zoom mode. You can go ahead and... why are you so awkward? There we go. And then I don't have enough concrete. You can zoom around the front there, and then have the resources coming out the front. And then we're going to move the hub up here and eventually move the space elevator up to the top level. Maybe I should put that on there as well. Hold on. Train level. Ah! I never tried it on a vertical one, but in theory, yeah, a vertical one you can reverse too. Just keep holding down W. Hold down S first to get them to switch around, and then held down W to go the opposite direction. Okay, let's try that again with less fail. There we go. Train level, return. We'll move hub tomorrow. Feel free to move space Ellie. I think space Ellie would be enough. All right, is that enough to keep on the same sign? Train level, have fun. We'll move hub tomorrow. Feel free to move space Ellie for space elevator. I think they'll understand that. All right, down we go. Whee! Okay. And again, see, look how that's some serious storage right there, bro. That's some serious storage right there. That is for sure. Now I'm gonna do that again and again and again, and then over here, same thing, again and again and again, all the way to that upper level. And I kind of feel like we're not going to run out of stuff after that. What do you guys think? You think we might run out? I think we're going to be thoroughly stocked up on tons of loot. And that's just something fun that I'm doing here. You don't really need that much stuff, everybody. Really, I find one box is more than enough when you're playing solo. When you're playing multiplayer, maybe 2 or 3 boxes, depending on how many people are playing with you. But more than that, typically not. But I just think that's super funny. And the fact that we're feeding it all at the bottom and then it's working its way all the way to the top is very, very fun thing to do. Now, again, I will get into it more, less looking around and more building tomorrow, because we'll be back at 1 p.m. Tomorrow, and we'll be doing a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and do this giveaway before I forget. I should have done 2 giveaways, but I'll try to do another giveaway later. How about that? I'll try to do that. How much longer on this battle? 1 minute. All right, so I can do this giveaway while I'm waiting for this battle. Let's do it. Boom. Let's draw a winner in 3, 2, 1. Bam! You are the winner. Oh, hey, O just won. Well, I know O's there. Hey, O, you just won. Congrats.
What? Me?
Yeah, you just won that giveaway. Congrats.
Oh, thank you.
All right. All right, I'm going to type in the chat, whisper me here. So you go ahead and click on my name in my Twitch chat. And then you go ahead and remind me, hey, Kismet, I won the Stream Element skin. And then I will give you the code in chat. Otherwise, if you don't remind me, I assume that you don't want it. So there we go. So let's see some GGs in the chat, everybody. The more GGs I see in the chat, the more extra love I'm going to give back to you. The more Kiss Cats I'm going to give you for the next giveaway when I do that later tonight. And then, of course, all month long. All right? Well, at least the December 1st through the 24th. All right, let's go to my office, give you guys some love, and then head out. Oh, well, actually, you can do the battle first. I almost forgot already. Look at that, 1 minute, I already forgot. Let's go ahead and do the battle first. To battle! All right, I'm going to boost your guys' range damage this time. Now, again, you have a chance at getting another skin, by the way, in this battle, because the blue chests sometimes have a low chance, but they do have a chance of you getting an extra skin. Now, I did already hydrate, but I'm going to hydrate again for Philip here, who did remind me. Good hydration. Gotta stay hydrated, everybody. Got to drink a lot of water in a day. You're supposed to drink like 8 of these in a day. I probably drink maybe 4 or 5 when I'm being good. Oh, we got this. Look at all that gold for you guys. Go get it. Get that gold. Oh, it doesn't do me no good. You go in there and you get it. I have it up on my other monitor. That's what I'm looking at. I'm watching the battle on the side. I do have 6 monitors running at the same time. Congrats, Samson! Walking away with 200 gold. Congrats, Samson. LOC getting some love. And Subi walk away some epic scrolls there. And Reaper showing how it's done yet again, both at the very first battle and here at the end as well. For today, 16 assists, MVP. Nice job. Now, we'll come back next time. We'll keep going on with more of these battles tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will try to give away that extra skin, and I will try to buzz you right away. Make sure you claim that skin right away, so that you can collect it before the end of the month, because I've been very bad. I was supposed to give that away earlier in the month. And then I got more giveaways right after that, too, and, of course, a whole a whole month worth of giveaways. Now let's go ahead and go to my office, give you guys some love again, and head out. All right, I'm going to go ahead and jump out of game here. You guys have some fun in there. I love what you're doing. It looks fantastic. I'm glad that production board worked out. I think it did an amazing job of communicating to members. And then I put a sign in there that said, hey, this is the train level, where I'm kind of envisioning that train level. And then I ran boxes up there so they can kind of see how I'm going to be running the boxes so they could run the trains in that area. Now, remember, I'm also going to be moving the hub up there, so make sure to leave room for the hub and all the things that go along with the hub. And then I will bring that storage way up there. And then probably at that point also, I will start to enclose a lot of that stuff, enclose the primary lower base and whatnot. And when you're building factories, by the way, it's good to enclose them because it actually helps your redraw, especially if you don't have a really nice video card. It's great to enclose it so you don't see all of that stuff. You don't see every single line of it. Now, I like to see that. I like to see just crazy tons of stuff going in crazy tons of directions. That's what I like to see, but it will affect your redraw, your gameplay, because it will slow you down big time. All right, so let's go ahead and give you guys some love here. First, I'm going to give you guys 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. I got to check my cats over here, or my thing. 4,000, 5,000 cats. How we doing this retweets? Yeah, close enough. Give you guys 1,000. Right there. I will wait for the hub and space elevator to be moved to start placing the train station. That's a very smart idea, LOC. That's why you're a great team player. There you go. There you go. Well, now you just kind of have an idea of where I'm going to run into eventually, because I feel like that top level is the best, because you can always bring the resources up to the train stations, and I like to have that like it's just one gigantic train level up there as well. Very, very fun. All right, I'm going to jot down another thing. So what I'm going to do, everybody, is, again, reminder. Oh, wait. Well, let me say first, thanks to Coffee Stain Studios, who did highlight my production board today. I appreciate them. If you guys haven't seen that, go check out the Discord so you guys can see that clip of them talking about our production board and wondering if it does work for multiplayer. And it does. It works fantastic. Now, feel free to use it in your build and to communicate with other peeps, or even better, iterate on it and make it even better on top of my production board. I don't mind you guys trying stuff out. You see something here on the stream, like, man, I'm going to try that on my playthrough with my friends, right? So feel free. Feel free to go ahead. Just make sure to give me a little credit, though. I do appreciate that. Now, again, if you guys go ahead and check out the YouTube over there. Remember, all my streams are up there as well. You can check out the Twitter. I did also retweet that clip. You can check it out on Twitter over there. Make sure to hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button. The more you hit the subscribe, the more you hit the follow button. First is free, right? So free, very easy to do. The more you do that, the more giveaways I get to do, not only during the end of the year, but all throughout the year for that free support over there by just clicking those buttons. Now, on Discord and on the website here, you can find more information about the guild. You can jump over there, hit those rules, go in there, talk with O. He's in there working. You can come join us on the 24/7 mega server where we can have up to 20 people on that server, by the way. I'm not sure if we can actually have 20. I know the max is 8. But I don't know. We haven't tried it yet. We'll get around to it. And of course, you can go on there and get the server info and all that stuff. Jump in there and have some fun. Remember to follow those rules that I put down below the production board there as well. Now, again, if you want to know stuff about my stream, like what kind of microphone I have, or what kind of monitors, what kind of cables I use, and how my computers are configured, all that stuff, you can find that on Kismet.gg. You can also find unboxings and things like that I do of, like the Yeti Caster, which is the microphone that I have, and all of that. You can find all of that cool stuff in case you're looking for equipment for your stream or for your studio or for just for fun. I don't know, whatever you feel like doing. And then, of course, you can go above and beyond by using that Patreon. I do appreciate everybody who does, because Patreon, remember that 95% of your support over there goes right back into the stream. 5% goes to fees, but here on Twitch, when you subscribe, guess what? Half of it goes to Twitch and half of it goes to stream. Very hard to survive as a small streamer when they take half of everything that you're doing. Now, if you're a big, gigantic streamer, I guess you could renegotiate, but when you're a tiny little streamer like me, not so much. There we go. Now, of course, you can check out my schedule right over here. So I stream Tuesday through Thursday, 1 p.m. till about an hour and a half ago, until about 3 p.m. Or sometimes I run long, 4 or 5 o'clock. And so on. And then later tonight, we're going to come back at 10 p.m. and we're going to play some New World all week long. And then, again, on Thursday, we're going to play some 76. And then a special event here on Saturday, starting on December 4th, Saturday at 1 p.m. I will be giving away stuff every single day. Now, I'm actually going to start on the 1st, giving stuff away. But we're going to be raising funds for Fallout for Hope. Now, what that is for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital to help them with therapy or with treatment and stuff like that. You can find out more information about that on their website, as well as I'll have a link and all that stuff ready by then. And you can also donate right now. You can actually donate by going down into the panels there, and you can pre-donate ahead of time before I start my Fallout 4 playthrough. Now, I'm probably most known for Fallout 4. It's probably the thing most people watch my stream for. And I haven't played the game in a while, so it's going to be like rediscovering it all over again. And I mean, I literally started to tear up, everybody. I installed it the other day. I hadn't installed it in a long time. Fallout 4 is my favorite Fallout. I know, New Vegas, Kismet, how dare you. But I love it because I can build. I love to build. I love to build out the different settlements and then make a museum of all my power armors and all of that stuff. I think that's the true genius of what they added to Fallout 4. And it has a huge replayability as well. If I played through 6 times, I have 2,500 hours in Fallout 4. And so we're going to play a vanilla version through. We're not going to do any mods or anything like that. But you guys are going to have the power to choose, right? You're going to have the power to choose things as I go along. You can make me go into melee berserker mode and all that other fun stuff in there through donations. And of course, remember, it all goes directly to St. Jude's. Now, there's a link down below there. You click that link, it goes to Tiltify, which goes directly to St. Jude's. It doesn't go to me. I don't have to manage the money or anything like that. Goes directly to them. It's not a sponsored event. I just got asked, Kismet, would you like to be part of this? And I said, yeah, oh, absolutely. Count me in. Be pretty fun. And in fact, I'll contact my supporters here on the stream and see if they would sponsor the stream, and they did. So I contacted Bethesda Gear, and they sent me a couple $100. That's $100 you can win gift cards for Bethesda Gear, so you can get yourself some cool stuff from over there, as well as one of my awesome mods, Scorched Dragon, came back, said, Kismet, I got a bunch of extra codes. You want to give those out? Yes. And plus, I put every single dime and a whole bunch of my dimes, or really my pennies, back into the stream to buy giveaways for this end of the year event every single year. And if you have the most Kiz Caps, by the way, by the end of the year, December 30th at 11:59, or December 31st at 11:59, you will win something else as well if you have the most Kiz Caps in my stream. Now, of course, they're your Kiz Caps. Use them when you need them. If you see something that you want, like a random game or $100 gift card, I would suggest you use those suckers up. That is for sure. Now, that's it. Again, that's it for me, everybody. I will be back later on tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's about 5.5 hours, whatever your local time is. And I will see you all then. I hope you had a great time. I did. I just have a great time running around and looking at what all my peeps are doing and looking at what a great job they did of building it out. And they were using the board that I did to communicate what's been done and what hasn't been done. That's just so cool. And the cool fact is it runs 24/7 and it will continuously make materials even when nobody's on. Really adds a fun factor to it. And that's been something I've been waiting for Satisfactory for years and years and years. And that's why you see me just playing a little bit. And we're going to go to town on it, believe me. When it releases, we're going to go to town. Oh, no, Banlish, not right now. Not when I'm going offline. Banlish, I love you, man. What are you doing? How you doing, buddy? Banlish coming in, nuking the stream right now, right when I was about to go offline. I hate going offline when someone raids me, everybody. So, I know, best time when going offline. No, I'm not going to go offline now. Now I'm going to stay. Now I'm going to play a little bit more. I never go offline when someone raids me at the end, or if someone says, oh, I got here right at the very end. I think that's super rude. Very, very rude. So welcome, everybody. If you are coming in from the mighty Banlish stream, he's a good friend of mine. I've known him for many years. He actually was a very small streamer long ago. Now he's an amazing streamer, an incredibly great guy. I've went over there and rated him when he was a small streamer, and then he, of course, worked very, very hard, got himself to partner even before me. I'm still jealous. But then eventually I did become partner. We've had fun. We've gone to TwitchCon together. We've streamed live from the homepage at the same time, which is pretty cool. Live from TwitchCon. That was amazing. We've gotten into all sorts of mischief and trouble together at TwitchCon. Some of which, I don't know. Can I tell all these stories, Banlish? Should I spill the beans to everybody right now? All these things that I know from behind. See, now he's thinking through all the things. Wait a minute. What does Kismet know? What does he know right now? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I know. See, like he's like, oh, what? What does Kismet know that nobody knows? I'm just kidding. I'm just messing. So again, thank you everybody for coming in. Now, if you just came into my stream again, my name is Kismet. They call me Overseer Kismet or the Wasteland Tycoon. I play a lot of Fallout. I play Satisfactory. We play Astroneer. We play other games like Valheim, 7 Days to Die, of course, which Bandless got me addicted to. Which we're going to be playing some Alpha 20, hopefully this weekend or maybe the weekend after that. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Now, while you're here, go ahead and hit that follow button. Hang out for a little bit. I'm going to hang out a little extra for you guys because you just got here. Again. Even I don't know. It's all good. Yeah, no, I'll just mess with you, Bandless. Just mess with you. Bandless is a great guy, by the way. Great guy. Now, if you have not gone over there and checked out my buddy Bandless, let me go ahead and give you a shout out too. I got to find my shout out button. Where am I put my shout out button? Which screen is it on? I don't even remember. I thought it was in my live button. It moves its way around for some reason. How about I just do it the easy way and I just type it in the chat? Because I'm ending my stream so my mods are not here. It's like, bye, Kismet, I'm gone, thanks. And then they left. And then it was like, okay. Wait a minute, I got to give a shout out. That's okay. I remember some of these commands. Oh, nope. Or I've screwed it up. I screwed it up already. One of the things that that happens when you're a streamer and you have mods that are doing your stuff is you forget what all your commands are. You forget how to do different commands in the chat. At least I do. I'm very forgetful because of my medical conditions. There you go. So go show him some love over there. He was over there having some fun. You playing just chatting or were you playing Satisfactory? Why did it say Satisfactory? Were you actually playing Satisfactory? Really? I don't think I've ever seen you play. Let me know in the chat. I don't think I've ever seen Bandless play Satisfactory. Just chatting since I was messing around. Oh, okay. Oh, man. You start playing Satisfactory, forget about it. You never see your wife or family again. Oh, a few days ago. Oh, okay, there you go. There you go. Yeah, Satisfactory. Oh, man. How many hours streamed? That's like, Satisfactory to me is like 7 Days to Die. When Bandless and my other buddies, me, Bitters Guy Gaming, turned me on to 7 Days to Die, I literally played it for 20 hours the first day. I absolutely became addicted to it. And I bet you the same thing happened when Bandless played Satisfactory. How many hours did you play Satisfactory in a row? There you go. It's a great game. And my God, I'm so addicted. I'm trying not to go back. It's like 80 hours or so. Oh, God, I have hundreds of hours in Satisfactory. Satisfactory, I think, is the only game that is like an 11 out of 10 in early access. I've never seen another game be so well developed before it was released. Just so incredibly great. Showing follow only for me. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Did it go into follow only? Can I throw a follow only and then back out? I don't know. Did someone turn it on follow only? Followers only in chat, 0 minutes. Nope, it's not followers only. Oh, I'll put it on 10 minutes and then I'll put it back on 0. I don't do that. I don't do it where, people have to be following for so long. I give them one chance to be awesome. I say, you come in, you be awesome in the chat. If you're a jerk, bam, you're gone. I'm 51 years old, everybody. I'm 51 years old. I'm partially disabled, and I'm a partner streamer here on Twitch. Now, you try to get those 3 combos together, that's hard. That's pretty tough. You know what else is tough? Been with my wife for 30 years. Get that one. Get that one locked in. Again, and also I've been a graphic designer for 30 years. I do love doing graphics, and I love to support artists here on stream as well as gamers. And I'm the OG gamer as well. The OG from way back in the day. You know my first gaming console? It was the first gaming console. That's right. The Magnavox Odyssey from the early 70s. I've used every type of gaming system you could name it. Also the desktop systems as well. Mac, Amiga, Atari, of course PlayStation, Xbox. You've got all the old ColecoVisions. You've got the Sega Genesis. You've got all of those. I've played them all, everybody, all over the years. You know what I used to do? I used to let my employees play games at work. That's right. Absolutely. That's for sure. And we used to project it up on our giant projector, and we'd be playing we'd be playing Grand Theft Auto on the PlayStation 1, the original one. And then when someone would die, we'd have to pass the controller. That's what we would do. It was awesome, man. It was like gigantic. It was like you were at the drive-in movie, everybody. It was a huge, huge projection of some Grand Theft Auto. Super fun. Follows for only for you now. I turned it off and then back on again. Maybe got to refresh the stream. I don't know what this followers only thing is. Yeah, it says 0 minutes. Oh, there's an off button. Oh, I see. It says 0 minutes, but now it's back to, there you go. Hey, I don't make Twitch. I don't make the games. So if they're broken, don't blame me. I just turned it on again and then turned it back off again. There you go. I don't make the stuff, everybody. Don't blame me. It's not my fault. There you go. It's like busted. Yeah, it's kind of like when you try to change your title. You ever do that, Bandus, where you change your title and then you click OK and then it shows that it's changed, right? And then you get on stream and everyone's like, your title's wrong. You're in the wrong game. I'm like, I clicked it. And now I got to go back. And I keep clicking it until it like finally decides to do it. Does it all the time. I want all Band's dirty little secrets. Oh, you do, Stridle? Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, I know all of his dirty secrets. All of his things that he did that time where he did the thing and the stuff. He did the thing and the stuff and this thing and the stuff. Yeah, he was crazy. I'm telling you. And then he did it backwards. I have it on my checklist to hit F5 after updating. Because I was bad. I have to check it on multiple machines. Like I actually update my title on my Mac over here. And then on my other 2 PCs here, I then go to my PCs and then refresh it and then just make sure that it's updated now. And still it does it. Still does it to me. There you go. The goat didn't say no. Well, there you go. See, now this is something that I do, everybody. If you are a streamer and someone raids you, don't just go offline. That's not cool. Or if someone comes in the channel and says, "Oh, Kismet, I missed your channel. I missed your stream." I'll stay for a few extra minutes. I don't mind. I don't mind hanging out, chat with you guys. I should be in just chatting now, though. If I chat too long, then someone's going to say, Kismet, you should be in just chatting. So there you go. So always great to see you, Banish. Hope you're having a great time. Now, again, if you just tuned in, hit that follow button, everybody. I appreciate each and every one of you. Coming in, following your favorite streamer, of course, Banish, into my channel, bringing your awesome community into mine. Now, one of the things I'll be doing, by the way, this week, and I'm going to bring it up again for all of you who might have just snuck their way in, is I'm literally going to be giving away hundreds of games. I'm not kidding. Hundreds of games this year, every single year between the 1st and typically the 25th, but this time I'm taking 25th off. So between December 1st and December 24th, that's tomorrow, starting tomorrow, I'm literally giving away hundreds of games thanks to all my awesome supporters and all my peeps, and every dime that I make here in the stream, I put right back into it. And then, of course, a bunch of my dimes, too, to keep this thing going. But I'm also going to be part of Fallout for Hope, and that's awesome charity going to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. They invited me to be part of that. I consider that an honor. I appreciate them big time. It's not a sponsored event, but they said, hey, Kismet, can you come and help us with that? I said, oh, yeah, for sure. And I'm doing a special playthrough of Fallout 4. Now, I'm probably most known to play Fallout. Fallout 4 is probably why I got partnered along the way. Probably Fallout 4, mixture of Fallout 4 and 7 Days to Die. And so I'm doing one last special playthrough of Fallout 4, showing you all my best tips from the Wasteland Tycoon. That's me. And we're going to be starting that on Saturday, and I'm going to be doing 16 streams in a row. And this is usually what I do, by the way, to raise funds for my mods to go to TwitchCon, but obviously we can't go there because of the pandemic. So I'm going to use that power here on the stream to stream 16 days in a row, starting on Saturday, every single day, to donate or to help peeps donate to Fallout for Hope. Remember, all of that goes directly to them through that link down below. You can find a whole bunch of things you can interact with the stream as well. Like if you want to get your name in my builds, if you want to found a foundation under your name or a settlement in the game. You can even choose how I end the game. That's right. You can even donate to choose which faction I'm going to side with at the end, if you're really generous. Remember, it all goes to children. It always all goes to help saving lives over there as well. So we're going to be doing that. And, of course, tons of giveaways at certain milestones and tons of giveaways in general. All right? So really, really awesome. This is something I work on every single year. And so tomorrow you won't see me. You'll see Kiz Kringle. As I call myself every single year this time. And again, thanks to everybody to all of you who've supported the stream this year. Thanks to my awesome sponsors, Bethesda Gear, and a whole bunch of list of other sponsors as well. You can even win yourself a cool Fallout chair from Noble Chairs directly from Fallout from Hope, as well as an excellent, amazing looking Fallout 76 Xbox controller as well. I have terrible RNG, so I'm going to let you guys win. I'm not even going to enter. So we're going to start that tomorrow, so make sure to be around for that, everybody. We're going to blow it up big time. On our giveaways, so we're going to be giving away stuff all day, every day. Both my day streams and my night streams as well. So I stream during the day for a bit, and then I stream at nighttime with my crew in New World. And then I'll be giving away stuff then. So just be here, lurking in the channel. The more you lurk in the channel, the more Kiz Caps you earn. The more Kiz Caps you have, the more tickets you can buy for the giveaways. And then, there you go. You have a chance to win. Now, of course, my channel is one of the best places to win stuff because, one, I'm giving away hundreds of stuff. Two, I don't have 10,000 people on my channel, so you're going to have a higher chance of winning overall. So there you go. All right, so I feel like I've spent enough extra time, at least 10 minutes, chilling out here in the channel after that raid. I appreciate you guys big time. I do got to go check in on the family, see how they're doing, get something to eat, rest for a little bit, come back 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and stream all over again. I'll see you guys then. Bye, everybody.
Hi, this is Norbert. Thanks for watching. Press the subscribe button. We'll see you all next time. Bye.
Hey everybody, Kismet here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right in the center of the screen. Also check me out live on twitch.tv/Kismet. I'll see you all next time.